Hello! Welcome back to ArchoniaFest 2024. If you're still here, you've been watching a break screen for like an hour and a half.
Day 3.
Appreciate your dedication.
Last game of day 3. We're going to be playing Call of Cthulhu. I'm so excited. This is going to be a great session. Before I start, I think... Well, actually, did you want to say an announcement or anything? Okay, I'll just go right to it.
I don't have any announcements, but I appreciate your training.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to be playing a scenario called The Valley of the Kings. It's in the Gateway to Terror Call of Cthulhu book. This is a really great scenario. Great for starting off a campaign if you survive. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up the beginning, and then we're going to go around and introduce the characters. Okay? Yep. The year is 1924, November 26th. You've all been working tirelessly. Well, maybe mostly Star, but with shovels, toils in the Egyptian Valley of the Kings. The sun beams down on all of you as you carefully unveil an ancient stone slab on the face of the mountain that hasn't been seen in what you assume in several millennia. Your party is working with the laborers and seeing what they can do, and now the laborers are finally going to open up this path, and you're about to see something probably no one has seen in a millennia. And the first one we're going to show is... Actually, let's do Star first. Can you explain your character and their background?
Right. My name is Strope-Aslis, which basically everyone calls me Star. I am an archaeologist, and I've been working in Egypt for many years, trying to make the discovery of my career. I'm kind of down to my last chance. It's getting harder and harder to find funding. People just aren't interested in the small things. They want a huge discovery. They're tired of just open tombs or open crypts, and they're tired of those kind of things. They want the discovery. So that's what I'm here for. That's why I brought everybody here to help me. I'm trying to also prove to my father that this isn't just a hobby. Even though I am 36 years old, he is still telling me that I am just playing and wasting my time. But this is the last chance. And Louise, or is it Lois?
Lois.
Sorry,
Lois. She has been willing to fund this expedition. And here at last, we have, there is proof that my life was not wasted. I am rushing everybody around, telling everybody, be careful, but hurry, be careful, but hurry. And don't touch anything, but touch stuff. And we're just trying to get into this. And I brought Vernon.
Alistair Vernon Harcourt.
Alistair here to translate. I know quite a bit of hieroglyphics, but this needs to be clear and precise. I need an expert to help me decipher everything we find within this opening, within this door.
And with that, actually, let's go to Alistair. Can you explain your character real quick to us?
Surely. So I am playing Alistair Vernon Harcourt. He is a 20-year-old. For a long time, he's been translating Germanic documents at the University College London. This has sort of been how he's been making his living. However, he has a strong passion for Egyptian hieroglyphs. He has been studying them for a very long time, and he has a deep desire to make that his real living. So this is kind of his chance to finally, for the first time, step out of his workaday job and actually become known for the thing that he wants to do, which is hieroglyphic work. So he's very eager to get in there and start translating things. And he also has no experience of the world whatsoever. He is utterly confident in himself, as a young man might be.
This is a very big moment for you.
Oh, massively so, yeah.
All right, let's go to Lois. Correct.
That is correct. I am Lois Doyle. I am the financier of this expedition. I recently reached out to get Vernon Harcourt brought in at Atlas's suggestion. But I am an unmarried 44-year-old woman who is here spending my daddy's money on an adventure that I chose. But I have a deep interest in things of the past and a thirst for knowledge of all sorts.
Awesome. And with these two that you hired, you have also hired a man named Bob. Well, explain.
My name's Bob McMahon. I'm a former soldier from Missouri. I fought here in World War I.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't that good at anything else other than fighting people in Egypt specifically. So that's what I do for a living now. I've got a job working for Ms. Doyle, and I basically do whatever she says, which is usually fun.
Awesome. All right, so again, you four are standing outside, and the laborers that you have hired are like, they've made this crazy contraption to hoist this big stone slab. This slab must weigh at least, I'm gonna say, 2 tons or maybe more, and it's covering this entrance to this mountain face. So pretty much that picture. So you see the opening. Imagine a big stone slab in front of that, basically. So they're hoisting this thing up, and they're finally getting it up. But right before they put it all the way up, you do see something on it. I don't know if it catches anyone's eyes, but there's.
I would definitely like to be looking. Yeah, for sure. Like,
Of course,
something I
have
right away.
Okay. So as
I'm like super excited. Sorry.
Same for Patty. Yeah.
Atlas, make sure they're very careful with that. That would be a great piece to display at the London Museum.
Okay, so if you want, Star, you can roll me an archaeology roll, and Alistair, you can roll me a hieroglyphic roll.
I did, and it was quite bad.
Oh. What was it?
I can't see it from this distance. Have them put it down, Doctor. Would you have them put it down? I can't read it.
So I got 56 over 70. So I've got a regular success.
Okay. Sorry. What was the difference?
Oh, I'm sorry. 56 over my score is 70. So just 56 under
14.
70.
No. So you rolled over your score.
No. My score is 70. So I rolled under 70.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, you did succeed. So as they're raising it up, you notice something a little strange, Star. The limestone, as it's being hoisted up, it looks like the cutting on the stone is very precise. Like, more precise than regular tools could ever do, basically. And it just seems strange to you for a second. You're going to have to look at it some more once they bring it back down. But from afar, you're noticing those cuts are pretty precise.
So they're pretty clear and not weathered.
Yeah.
Not worn. Okay.
Are you saying any of this out loud, or are you just thinking it to yourself?
Oh, I'm one of those people that are constantly saying things out loud.
Yes, it is such a beautiful piece
very
again.
clear. Yes. Oh man, I've never seen anything so clear. Hurry! Be careful!
Doctor, how can you see that at this distance? I didn't think I'd have to bring binoculars to do whatever.
2020. I have a wonderful 2020.
Steve, I'm going to give you another picture. Actually, I'll post it onto the Cthulhu Discord.
All right.
So once the slab is finally hoisted over, you see a great hallway.
Ooh, that is a great hallway.
Yeah,
That hallway's great.
and towards the end, it's just darkness. There's very little light down there.
And it's already clear, which is very unusual for most of my digs. Usually we spend months just digging out a quarter of this hallway.
And also, I forgot to mention, there's a man in the back. He's actually was hired from Miss Lois to take pictures of this thing.
Are these his pictures?
Yeah, these are the pictures he's taking. Wow. And he says, please, everyone, I want you to be in the entrance and let me take a picture, please, because I want to get this on file. So he's asking you, Lois.
I'm like intentionally trying to get near to Dr. Atlas because she seems to be the only person who knows what they're doing, and I want to seem important in history's hindsight.
Mr. McMahon, come join us in the photo. You're as much a part of this as anyone else.
No, please, it has to be. We have to.
You shouldn't pose, sir. You just stand
I'm
there.
not part of the expedition. I'm a bodyguard.
That's part of the expedition.
No, listen. You point that camera at me and I'll break it.
Mr. McMahon, I must insist. If you insist on not participating, at least turn your back to the camera so we could at least see the back of your head, and we will know who you are.
Yes,
That's acceptable.
Yes, that's fine. So yeah, you all three get into the entrance, and he's putting the fixture up, and it's one of those old timey cameras, so it takes a little bit to set up. And he's like he has the puff cloud thing right here, and he's like, okay, get ready, 3, 2, 1, and you see the puff of the flash,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you hear a big scream, like a and then a
Remember, I'm facing the opposite way from everyone else. Do I see anything?
no, right now you're looking into the entrance, right?
Yeah, I'm looking away from the camera into the entrance. Yeah.
No, the scream is not coming from inside; it's coming from outside.
Oh,
And all of a sudden, everyone, give me a spot check, real quick.
Hey, do those flashes always make that sound? I wonder.
That spot is that spot hidden, I assume.
Yeah,
Is
spot
that
hidden.
spot hidden? Okay.
Just so you know,
I
I have to.
failed
Ooh,
miserably.
that's not even remotely.
I want
close.
a hard success. The second one is a hard success, right?
Yes.
I am distracted. I'm like, what was that noise? I rolled a 91.
I give a 92. So we're both so excited that we.
Okay. So
Even though I'm looking the wrong way, apparently.
So you two, right before this happens, right before I tell you what you see, the big stone slab that was up comes crashing down and crushes the photographer. And you all feel a bunch of like water hit you.
We're inside.
Oh no!
I'm
covered.
Crushed into the entrance, and you're all trapped inside.
In my internal monologue, I'm now going, well, that takes care of the photograph problem.
And
Oh,
and before the stone slab hit to the floor, both Alistair and Bob saw one of the laborers cut the rope from outside.
That son of a bitch.
Why
what
would
did
he
you
do
say?
that?
So now it's complete darkness.
He wants the find for himself.
I'm going to drop a rock on that motherfucker if I get out of here. Are we underwater?
Underwater?
You said we got hit by water.
That was
we were blood. Yeah.
Oh,
so the blood. So you feel like water hit you, but it's actually all the blood from the photographer hitting you.
I thought
Like, what?
No. But once you realize that it's actually the blood, I need everyone to make a sanity roll.
I feel
It's
like
pitch-
Bob is more comfortable with the blood than the water.
It's pitch black in here. Sanity roll, huh?
You do a D100 for sanity, right?
I
That is
got
a-
an extreme
Yeah,
success.
100%. Yeah.
I rolled a 14, which matches whatever that other number is right there.
Okay, so are we? What? I'm still trying to stay under the
Okay,
my
never
number.
mind.
Right?
Yes.
I go insane at 14.
The
So
lower, the better.
I rolled a 14 versus against a 70. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, I rolled a 50.
Everyone that succeeded only gets 1 damage of sanity,
Okay.
and everyone who failed gets 2 damage.
69 left. Okay. Oh my
I don't
god,
understand how
my
you're more sane than I.
Oh, my.
Oh,
Oh,
All right, and now
oh, it's on my
you are-
notebook.
Much lower sanity hit than what we were getting in the previous adventure.
Well-
we were
My
getting way bigger
scarf.
sanity hits than 2.
Well, you're about to see.
Yeah, I know. Shit's gonna happen.
So now you're stuck in the tomb, and it's pitch black. What do you do?
I have some candles. I have candles that are stuck,
How
so
many
sometimes
candles
I
do you
can.
have?
I didn't roll for that.
It should be on your second page.
I don't think it says how many candles.
Okay, I'll
This
tell
is-
you. I think you forgot to write it down.
Four candles.
Oh, look at that! Just enough. Thank God.
I have a mag book. Yeah, I could light those candles
Yeah,
for
I
you
have
if
some matches
necessary.
as well.
So once you light your first candle,
I don't need candles. I have dark vision.
can you post this map, Steve?
Okay.
Click on-
Is it in the? Ah, I see. Oh, that map. Yeah,
Yes.
I've already got it. Okay.
So now that I don't know how many candles do you light up.
I
I was only half joking. I don't. If one is being lit, that's enough for us to see by. I think we should save the others.
and I say, these aren't going to last forever, and we are stuck in here, so let's conserve.
Yeah.
Let's just light one once in a while, unless someone else has some type of light source.
I have
Well,
cigars.
you do know that that they were burning thousands upon thousands of mummies as method to keep houses warm and to generate light years ago. So if we've come across a mummified something, we can.
So
What?
No! If we discover something, it could be important. We can't just burn it.
My dear Miss Doyle, let's just think of the find. Think of the find. And imagine if we had to tell history that we burned the next Tutankhamun for light.
What if this is going to be the Rosetta Stone of my career? Or your career?
We find a mummy, we could just use part of its wrappings to generate a small fire.
When we get there, my dear, when we get there.
Can everyone roll me a listen? A
Listen.
Listen.
Don't get up
Yeah,
there.
Bob's gone silent because he thinks you guys are absolutely insane.
Okay,
I
I
am
have
going
a hard
to-
success.
I rolled a 60 versus a 30, so that's pretty sad.
What are we rolling for? I'm sorry?
Listen, yeah.
Yeah, I got a
I got
hard
an
success on this.
An extreme on listen.
So Alice Star, you definitely hear this. You hear.
Well, also Dr. Atlas as well.
Yeah, because I got extreme. I got a 4
Oh, okay. Star, you hear this
Sheesh.
too.
or under 50. I mean, sorry.
So outside the slab, you hear laborers laughing.
Oh, it's a bit of a joke. It's a joke. Okay. I'm like wiping the blood off. Like, ha ha ha. It was just a joke.
They're saying something in Arabic.
Anyone?
Oh,
I'm
no.
afraid I don't speak living languages.
I'm sorry. You two seem distracted. Are we not going to proceed down
no.
the tunnel?
I don't
you guys
think this
just
is a
hear
joke.
me pushing bullets into a revolver.
What? I'm sorry. So I do speak Arabic fluently. So what am I hearing?
Roll me an Arabic check.
There's an Arabic check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, a language check.
Yeah, language check.
Got it.
Arabic.
For Arabic. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Another extreme success. I got
wow.
6
Okay.
under 50.
Sheesh.
So it's kind of hard to make.
We're going to find out later Patty's rolling a d6.
Or she?
Sorry, keep going.
Yeah,
And I'm
she
doing
knows
it
how to
wrong.
play this game. She knows this game really well.
Oh, excuse me.
Has sealed
Good.
you into this tomb, Star. You are still. You can still kind of make out what these people are saying outside, and a lot of them are saying, "Great sacrifice, great sacrifice, great sacrifice," and they're laughing as they're saying it.
They're chanting it.
Yeah.
How come we
Now-
can't hear through a giant stone block?
Well, she's barely hearing it, basically.
Well, also,
And
like, the
it's
stone
not
is, I'm assuming, it's
completely
not like.
sealed, I assume. I
Yeah,
assume
like,
it's
it can't
outside
truly
so
be
that there's
perfectly
air.
Yeah. It's like very very tiny, like
A little bit of light, maybe?
no light at all.
No light at all.
But it's vibrate like the sound is like vibrating off the wall. So you can hear that. Yeah. So.
Now,
Oh,
I've
that's-
been working, these are my workers. I mean, obviously, Lois is the one that paid for them, but I've been working for them for months, and I haven't picked up on the fact that they are going to sacrifice us to something
so-
awful.
So,
Ms. Atlas, what is it you're hearing? What?
They're saying great sacrifice. It isn't a joke.
What?
I think they did this on purpose.
How dare they? We've been paying them like better than most laborers in this country.
We still aren't paying them fair wage.
so if you bring up the map again, Steve.
But it is better than the others of this country are getting paid,
As-
and we've fed them and given them water and shelter in this dry sacrifice.
So you guys
Yes.
are in the front of the passageway where the stone slab is, and maybe I don't know which one you noticed first, but on your left there's a bunch of hieroglyphics all over the place, and it just
Okay. All right. Wait. No. So okay. So when I see that, I was first distracted by the blood. I'm just like, oh, I'm just trying to fit in. And then like as I clear the blood from my eyes, I look and I see by the candlelight, I see the hieroglyphics. Who's holding the candle right now?
Not me.
So
I think it's Star.
yeah. So like I just like, if you'll permit it, I just like float by with and just the candle just comes right with me. I'm like going right to the hieroglyphics like right away.
And my hand's still attached, and I'm
Oh,
going.
even better. Yeah, so I'm just like, oh, look, and then I start to.
Oh, and I'm just.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah,
Gently
so
touching.
yeah. So I start touching it. You probably don't want me to do that because
No,
I have no experience of like physical objects. It's always paper. Okay.
Careful, this is
You probably have a small like horsehair brush to help
Is it
assist.
smudge? Like I've only seen the copy.
It is carved from stone, but the stone, after years and years, is very fragile, and we could lose details.
Okay, so I rolled a success on Egyptian hieroglyphs if I can understand what they are.
Okay,
Mr. McMahon, stand close to me, please.
so
You got it, lady.
with that regular success,
Uh-huh.
it is kind of tough to make out what's going on, but you're seeing some weird things in all your years of doing archaeology and of studying the hieroglyphics. There's some weird stuff going on in here. It's like depictions of people getting like thrown into a small space and being cut to pieces. And there's also depictions of people getting their heads cut off and replaced with animal heads.
Ooh, fascinating. Do you see it's about sacrifice? And look here, look. Is this Isis? Is this
If you want, you can roll me an
archaeology again?
Bless you.
skill.
I'm nervously my hands are now shaking in the dark. I'm starting to get I'm like, that's kind of scary. And I've fished a cigarette out, and I've struck a match, and I've got a cigarette.
While Dr. Atlas is rolling, can I see what was cutting the people up? Like, does it depict what is doing the cutting, or is it just blades cutting? Like, what's the...
With that, you're
got,
gonna have to make another check to.
Okay.
But it's gonna have to be better than the check you just did.
I got
Okay.
18
If you wanna-
under 70.
18
18 under 70, so it's a hard success.
Hard. Okay.
Mr.
So-
McMahon, would you
archaeology.
like a cigarette?
May I have one?
so
I'm just
Star-
overwhelmed.
sorry. So Star, as you move up towards the middle of the passageway, if you're moving, you'll see that there's holes in the wall. 2 holes on the left, 2 holes on the right. And it looks like there's bodies
Excuse
in them.
me.
How big are these holes? They're body size
Body
holes?
size, yeah.
And are they wrapped bodies, or are they
They're wrapped.
so
but
mummies?
they're
Mummies.
wrapped, but you can tell right away the heads are missing.
This is so interesting. Do you see? These bodies have been wrapped without their head. The
Is that
brain
more-
is one of the most important parts to go to
Surely
assess.
with-
without their head.
Maybe there's a canoptic jar with the brains of... oh, that's very disturbing. Here's
I'm
your
just sitting
cigarette,
there.
Miss Atlas.
I'm gonna actually roll. I'm gonna try and roll one more. Like I'm getting. Like I'm wiping the blood out of my eyes. I'm pulling the candle closer. I'm gonna try one more roll.
Okay.
I got. What did I roll last time? Did I say 66? 62. I said 62 last time. This time I got a 66, so I did not actually roll better.
If you want,
No.
you can try to push the roll, or you can spend luck. You don't have to. I'm just telling you, it's an option.
I mean, there's a part of me that wants to, just because he's like a stupid young man. He would do that, but
to this place to be discovered, so you might. Want
yeah, I will push just now.
You
We'll
might wanna
see how
wait,
it goes.
yeah.
Yeah.
While he's doing that, could I do an occult check to maybe see if any of this rings a bell?
Yeah,
Okay.
right away. Yeah.
Boom. 44 versus a 60. So, yeah.
Regular success.
16 under. Yeah.
Regular success. Okay. So you think back to your studies about the occult, and you do remember, not necessarily the occult, but you do remember some Egyptian stories about about people depicting gods with animal heads. So like Set, where he has like a dog head, or like. Well, actually, Set is the bird head, but there's Anubis is the dog head. So you remember those people will depict these gods with those heads, with animal faces, basically.
Yeah.
This might be a depiction of how they believed a man or a woman could become a god.
Because yes, Bass, the female goddess with the panther head, and Horus himself with the head of a hawk. But it would have been a really big hawk if they were actually going to replace somebody's head. So,
Listen, I'm not completely uninterested in what you brainiacs talk about all the time, but
Can everyone give me a spot real quick?
but how the fuck does any of this get us out of here?
Did you say a spot?
Yeah, spot hidden.
it doesn't, Mr. McMahon. There's absolutely no way we're going to move that slab of stone without some form of help,
got a
a
regular?
leverage or something. Spot hidden. I failed that. Okay.
I got a hard success.
I got a regular success.
So I'm the one getting us out of here.
Alistair?
I failed.
Bob and Star, you both see this. Bob more. You see a glimmer in the distance, reflecting off of your candlelight. Towards the end of the passage, you see a glimmer of like yellow, like yellow metal.
Gold.
I'm sorry. What was that you said, Mr. McMahon?
Gold. I'm gonna start walking.
Okay.
I've got it. What if I called it Deus Machina, the God Machine, by Dr. Alistair Vernon Harcourt? That's what I'm thinking. Yes, that's really good.
Steve, if you mind pointing to tell me where your character is in the passageway?
You know what? I'm right here, right before the dangerous part.
Okay. Did everyone else follow?
I'm staying close to Mr. McMahon, and I'm like, before we go, I was like, Miss Atlas, may I have one of your candles, please?
Oh, of course. Let me pass them out. Everyone take one.
So I start following after they leave with the I'm holding a regular candle and writing, and then I realize the light source is leaving, so I follow after.
Right.
In the dark a bit.
We are slowly following as we are. I have maybe a notebook and I'm writing down.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
I'm like, please.
Totally in awe of all this.
Is it Ra before C? Except F? No.
You two may stay and study the hieroglyphics. Mr. McMahon and I will peek a little further down the chamber. And I look at you said
But if
gold.
you see
something to
most
say.
of the gold.
I'm sorry, Mr. McMahon.
We need to get out of here. Our first priority is to survive this situation. Do you understand?
But
We're going to
I mean-
survive. Of course we're going to survive. What do you mean?
We are
Maybe there's a-
walking deeper into the tomb. Now, maybe there's another exit that way.
Yes,
More
yes.
likely, we're going to have to go back to the front. Now, Miss Doyle pointed out no one can lift that stone without mechanical assistance, but we can get out without lifting the stone. All we have to do is dig under.
So the underneath of the stone is the rest of the mountain face. So you're not gonna
Like a granite mountain face.
This is all mountain face.
I sidle up next to Dr. Atlas. Doctor, I have to ask you.
yes.
If there was a back door, would you have come in that way instead? In other words, is there any known secondary exit, or is this the only way? Like, would you have
Normally,
would you
there's-
have gone to the trouble of lifting a 2-ton stone if there was a way of getting in that didn't require lifting a 2-ton stone?
Well, normally what they did is certain people had access to the tomb, and they would block it off after they deposited, the organs and all of the treasures. They would block it off, and it would be unattainable. And then there'd be the main entrance for the parade or the worship or the funeral, say, depending on who's buried here, if it was important. So, no, there shouldn't be a second exit accessible to us.
So as you guys are
I mean-
talking,
Normally.
I'm sorry, one thing. Edward, do you have a gain knob you can turn down?
Yeah, I could do. Yeah.
Because when you tend to lean into the mic sometimes, and that's when you get peaky.
I am a big fan of his voice, though.
Yeah, it's a good voice. It's a good voice. That's why I don't want it to peak.
So as you guys are discussing this, and you're at the end of this hallway, you see 2 tables. Actually, you see 1 table and 1 chest, and they're both solid gold with a bunch of symbols all over them, hieroglyphics, what have you, and even some weird symbols that probably you've never seen before. And in back of it, you see another large stone tablet, but there's a small crawl space opening towards the left bottom side. That may be one that a person can fit through by themselves.
Is there anything in here that is potentially usable as a tool for scraping out stone so we can escape?
I mean, you can do a spot, but actually,
You already shook your head, though.
do me a spot.
What did that come up to? Oh, that's really good. It's still only a hard success.
Okay, so you do see a lot of like stones, like sharp stones that are all over the place. Maybe they were used to make carvings on the walls, but nothing to really make a hole, if that's what you're going for.
Yeah, so here's what I want to really drive home to you guys. Someone cut that rope, killed our photographer, and trapped us in here on purpose. They're not going to save us. We have to get out on our own. Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand that, Mr. McMahon, but
Because the reactions I'm getting to my suggestions that we leave imply that I'm the only one that understands that.
well, how do you suggest that we remove the stone that required a team of 20 to 30 men to hoist and move?
Again, we don't. We carve our way out underneath it. Or we find a back door. And we take all the gold with us that we can, of course. Gold is important.
Well, of course we understand you, Bob. But this is a discovery of a lifetime. We're in no hurry.
Whose lifetime? How long will your lifetime be if we don't get out?
Actually,
Well, how long have we been here? We've been here maybe half an hour.
actually,
Give us a few
when you
more
say
minutes.
When you say no hurry, Star, your breath starts to weaken a little bit, and you
What?
can tell that the air is getting a little thin.
I have a quick question about the map. We've reached the end of the hallway. There's a big room on that map. We don't see that yet, right?
We don't see this yet.
No, right now you're behind the stone slab. That's where the golden
Yeah,
table is.
Oh, we're over
Right
here.
No, down.
We're here.
Yeah.
yeah,
So-
we're there.
so-
Yeah.
I thought we had gone into this room already.
No.
Okay.
No, you're still.
So I'm motioning Alistair
a golden
to look
chest
down
Mhm.
at this.
Table, chest.
Alistair,
and,
look
and
at
there's a
these
little
strange
tiny
symbols.
crawl space to go through that stone slab.
Yeah, there's like those little dotted lines that lead into that crawl space. Okay.
How big does the hole look big enough for like me to fit through? I kind of feel like I might be
Enough for
the
a
small.
single human to fit through.
Yeah,
Including mine.
I kind of feel like I might be the smallest.
Yes, it's a little.
I'm 20
tiny
and I'm like a little guy.
You can make. You can do it.
Okay, because my
But Alistair, these
70.
But you can tell as you're going through this crawl space is that it's pretty long, probably the full size of you in just stone. So someone carved
Oof.
through this.
Gotcha. Yeah, the very fact
Okay.
that this place exists means the stone is carvable.
Who went inside first?
I mean, I feel like the moment that Bob started talking about the fact that they intentionally put us in here, like for the first time, this 20-year-old man is like sort of seeing a flicker of what mortality might feel like, and like, oh, wait, like I don't leave, like this, I might not leave. So I'm like, okay, anywhere to get out of this space, I'll go to another space. That's fine. If that's going to get me closer to out, let's go. So I'm happy to be the first one going through.
Great. I was going to do it for tank reasons, but that works too.
Yeah.
So,
like Miss Atlas, I'm surprised you wouldn't pass through there first with your excitement as well.
Well, you see these symbols on this chest. Some of them are hieroglyphics, but these are not. I don't recognize these symbols. I mean, I recognize almost all the hieroglyphics. I'm not fluent, but these symbols here, I've never seen before. I mean, I understand our mortality. I understand that we might be trapped in here and we may die. But also,
Alistair, as you're going through the hole, can you do me a POW check?
Oh, what kind of check?
POW.
Oh, POW, like a POW check. Okay.
Yeah, it's one of your.
Yeah, I got a regular success.
Okay, so as you're going through, you are able to go through without pushing up against the wall too much and be calm. So you go through fine, just fine.
It's fine. We're all fine. This is going to be fine.
Did you take a candle with you?
I would presume, yes, I would have taken a candle.
Yeah, there are two lit, the one that we have, and then I guess the one Alistair has.
They each gave us one, so I would have lit mine off of the thing.
Alistair, as soon as you go into this room, you see treasures beyond your wildest imagination. You see golden chairs, doubloons, rubies, sapphire, golden.
So my eyes get like massively wide, and I start to walk towards it, and then you can see disappointment on my face when I realize there's no writing on the coins.
Hey, Mr. Vernon Harcourt, what have you discovered? I mean, you're awfully quiet in there.
There's a lot of junk in here. There's some writing, but I haven't. Hold on. There's some chairs and some these. I guess that's a ruby. I don't know what jewels are.
Oh, gold
it's
and
one of
rubies.
the. I've seen at least 3 of the red ones, and there's 2 of the blue ones.
There's a bunch of golden plates and there's fruit that's been molded with gold and sapphire all over the place.
So, and as you're describing all this, camera is moving,
All over the
and I'm just exactly. Like I'm just going toward. I'm like literally my body passes in front of the gems and stuff to go towards the hieroglyphics, and I want to do another hieroglyphics check.
Okay.
And I utterly frigging tank it. So it's awful, and I just it's
You are
bad.
distracted by the gold. You're just like, oh,
Yeah.
wow, all this. I've never seen this much wealth in my life.
Yes,
Who's next?
Yes.
Through the whole
that's what I care about.
I will go left. since
I am
the other-
so disappointed in myself.
Yeah, I will go.
Don't worry, you'll have another chance.
Miss Atlas, if you wouldn't mind going before me, please.
oh, of course I will go. You want me to do a power check to get through
Yes.
as well?
Yeah, this is to see if you're calm enough to go through this hole.
Yeah, and Miss Atlas, you know that Ms. Doyle's like primary interest is really in the treasure and the renown of the name, but she's not so much an archaeologist fan. She just wants notoriety and money.
Alan, can I?
I got a 14 under 40.
That's really good.
Sheesh.
So
Alan, can I do a sanity check? I want to do a sanity check on. I have failed 4 times in a row to read hieroglyphics, and I am not 100% sure I can do my job now.
Maybe it's just anxiety of finally being
you're just
excitement.
This is just the excitement of you being trapped in a tomb is getting to you. That's all.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You're gonna calm down. You're gonna calm down, Alistair. You're gonna calm down.
So, Star, you go through the crawl space and you're fine. You've done this 100 times in your previous expeditions, and you go in. And as soon as you go inside, you see exactly what Alistair saw.
I also don't see just gold and money signs. I see discovery. I see notoriety. I see papers written. I see, my father saying, "Yes, you are right." I see.
So I hear you go in an
And Lois,
excited way.
funding me for, and then I discover. Then I think this will fund the rest of my life in discovery. This will be. This will make my career.
Miss Atlas, I'm coming through. Is it clear? Have you cleared the tunnel?
It is. It should be just fine. I go in through it, no problem.
That is a 19 versus to a 70 as my regular.
You were a very calm old woman.
I'm only 44. I'm not an old man.
Sorry. I thought.
At
In
44,
fairness, this is 1926.
I would be considered an old maid. Part of
You
my
are
back
I
history.
think it's Bob. How old are you, Bob?
Oh, good question. How old am I?
Part of my
29.
history is
I'm
29,
29.
yeah,
I'm
it's
a
like-
grizzled veteran.
one of my things that says the cigarette case was given to me by a former lover that I miss very much. So
But
And actually, I'm 40. I thought I was 20, but apparently I'm 40, which is
I would
also
say
fine.
maybe
I'm-
they died in the Great War. Yeah.
yeah. If you thought you were younger, it's fine. You can.
Okay, I'm gonna be 20 then. Let's keep going.
You guys know how they used to draw Aunt May in the comics at like 60.
Yeah.
She looked like she was 95.
Yeah.
But Lois, hold on. Let me explain for you. Again, you go in, no problem. You're pretty calm for the situation. But again, as soon as you go in, you see riches. Even though you're a very, very wealthy person, you see stuff that you know right away. If you appraise some of these items, you can get so much money. Like to museums, to scholars, all these people you know.
You hear me say under my breath, it's like, my family is rich, but this would make us as rich as the king.
And I'm going to move over by Alistair and be like, "What are you getting? Or what are you..."
Oh, it's very complicated. Cows and horses and heads and things. Still working it out, and I've just been like, I've reduced myself to just diligently copying down parts of the hieroglyph. I'm like, go back to basics. It's fine. We're just going through.
And Bob, you want to go through now?
Yeah, I'm coming in, and I'm just picking up and pocketing anything that will fit.
You're seeing coins, jewels. There was a bunch of jewels and coins in that first chest at the beginning.
Okay, yeah. So when my pockets are full, I will stop worrying about the stuff in the room and continue looking for a way out.
Okay.
So I will now return to Mia's earlier question. Is this open already?
Well, first you gotta pass through the crawl space below.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but you have to do the POW check.
Oh, I have to do a check for that? Okay.
Yeah. To see if you're calm enough to go through.
If I'm calm enough?
Yeah, calm enough.
Apparently I'm enraged. I'm 91 against 50.
Okay, so
Somebody doesn't like tight spaces.
But you start to panic a little bit. Maybe you remember some PTSD from the war.
I get stuck because I filled my pockets.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Steve. Like, oh, your greed's coming back at you.
To the stone, you start to feel it starting to crumble a little bit above you. So, give me a dex.
I should have worked for those other guys instead.
Do you say that loud enough for me to hear?
No, that's internal monologue.
Okay.
Dex, you say?
Yep.
Hard success.
Awesome. So you scramble out of the hole before it crumbles too much, but behind you, most of the hole is closed now.
Damn.
Oh wow! So it like came down.
In a cloud of dust and noise. I'm like, what happened, Mr. Mc?
Okay, wait. So
Are
we
you
all, we
okay?
all turned back in the hole. Like what?
So your greed has ripped down the only way that we know in and out of this chamber.
That's not that
Forgive
hard.
me.
We just clear some
'Cause
rocks around.
We know not that he has stole items yet, though, right?
Forgive me,
Because
I'm
he
just-
did it
I-
as we crawled through.
I don't want to let my panic get the better of me, but did we just move to a smaller room and get trapped there also?
Yes.
Yes.
It would seem so.
As my cousins would want to say, fuck.
Your cousins.
Yes, I have cousins in the Northland there.
I think, a lot of people just say fuck.
Well, my cousins say fuck, and now I say fuck as well. Fuck! Fuck! What the fuck?
Gentlemen, would you please refrain from saying such things?
You're a man of language. And you
I am using my language right now, madam.
Listen,
Do not lose your cool. You're an Englishman, sir.
I'm not an Englishman.
Well,
We
we
need to
understand you're an
all
American.
stay
Of course, you're
calm.
going to say such things.
And maybe Alistair can decipher some of these hieroglyphics and maybe
All right.
give us a way out.
All right, so I'm
Tom,
gonna
we're
try
trapped.
and read again. May I try and read again hieroglyphics?
Sure, but first give me a spot hidden, Alistair.
Oh, okay. Spot hidden. Oh, why am I so good at that? Spot hidden is a success. Got a success.
All right, before you are about to read these hieroglyphs again.
Oh, so I pull up the candle, going to look at the wall, and then something catches my eye.
Yes, exactly. You see two statues on the right side of the room, and
These?
and they catch your eye. One of them is a big strong man, but his head is a hippo head. And the other one next to him is a big strong man, but his head is a wolf head. And the one that's a wolf head, he's holding a spear, and the other one, the hippo, is holding a sword.
That's curious.
Well, it's not unusual for the Egyptian gods to take on animal form. And as you can see depicted in most of them, some of the gods even took on animal form. So this is not quite that unusual.
Do the
even though I've
gods usually have weapons?
never before. Maybe they are guarding. Maybe this person that's buried needed guards in the afterlife. Maybe they're a really bad person and they're hoping that whatever comes after their soul is protected from that bad thing.
Do I notice anything else, Alan?
Yes, now you can do your hieroglyphic check.
Hieroglyphics.
The
Oh
only
my gosh.
hippo-headed
Okay.
god I know is the goddess of fertility. It's
Okay,
very
I don't
unusual.
know what I think it's extreme success. I just got an extreme success. So I just went from I can't read anything to it just suddenly locked in.
Awesome.
I got an extreme success.
Nice.
So,
Thank
what are you trying to
goodness.
figure out right now?
I am trying to I'm trying to read these hieroglyphics ideally to see is there like a way out? Is there any mention of another exit? Is there any mention for like what this room is for? Or what those guards are doing. Like I'm trying to get real context for like what is this space and how do we get out?
Okay, so as you're looking around this room and you're noticing the hieroglyphs, you can determine that this room is actually a chamber where they give gifts to the pharaoh.
Okay.
Right? And the next room above is, I think, sorry, I don't think I know. It's you think. You think the next room above is where they put down their, it's like their library, basically. It's above. And these two stone statues, it looks like they're guarding these statues are usually when statues are permitted like this, it means they're usually guarding a tomb. So this is the place where they put the riches, and the tomb is further on the other side.
And when you say the library is above, do you mean just above as the map says it, or above like physically above us?
No, above as the map. So
Gotcha. Okay, no, that's fine.
Further up on the map.
Gotcha.
North
Gotcha.
on the
Okay.
map. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so those two are definitely guards, and that is probably a tomb.
Oh, I see. So this is where they present the gifts to whoever is buried within this area. Is that what you're saying? This is not the actual tomb.
I pull out 2 cigars from my pocket, and I put them on like the gift offering thing. And then as I walk back to the group, I'm like, we just need all the luck that we can get right now.
You're superstitious, man.
I prefer to think of it as getting allies from every side.
Alistair, roll me a luck.
Clever. That's clever.
A luck check?
I've really got nothing I could place upon that. I've only got a few items on the person.
I succeeded.
Okay. Carry on.
Shit.
Carry on as if nothing has happened.
Yeah, just carry on.
Never
Perception
mind.
failed. Keep going.
It seems we've come to the probably the end of this. If that's a tomb just above,
By the way, the movie scene of this is I go, well, we need all the luck we can. I take the cigars and I put them on the plate, and then I turn around oblivious and walk back, and you just hear a click. But I have no idea what's going on. I'm sorry. Please keep going. Mia didn't mean to.
So where are you guys in the room right now?
Shit.
I am probably looking at the funerary boat over there. Oh, it's just...
Yeah, the place.
I'm over by the hippo, the guards. I'm over by the guards.
Same. That's where I am as well.
Is that the southern one or the northern one?
So if you're looking at them, it's on your right.
So that's the southern one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
But the good news is there is more rooms, which means the potential for more exits.
And actually, as you're looking at them, those statues, give me a spot on the statues.
I'm actually not looking at the statues.
Oh, you're not?
I'm over here.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Is anyone else near the statues?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the middle of the room there, just kind of like taking it all in.
Star,
I failed.
You can give me a spot, or you can give me an archaeology on the statues.
I failed my spot.
I'm better at archaeology, so let me roll for that. I got a 36 under. Right above. I'm right above a hard success. So I'm gonna actually. Will it matter if I spend a luck to make that a hard success?
No, you don't have to for this.
Okay, save more.
But you notice that these weapons that they're holding, they can actually be removed, like pretty easily. Like their hands are not completely closed; they're like half agape.
You know, we might be able, even though this is against my entire nature, we might be able to use these weapons to dig our way into the next chamber. Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
These weapons are actually detachable, it looks like.
Great. Taking one. Taking them both.
Which
Can
one?
you take the spear or the sword?
The one, I guess the hippo one, since that's where Star is standing.
What was the sword?
The hippo's the sword. Roll me a luck check.
Let's go.
But aren't they just made of bronze? You wouldn't be able to chip away at stone with such a device.
All right, now you have a sword. Carry on.
I'm going north.
We're gonna luck our way through this whole thing. We're gonna meet Cthulhu. It's gonna be fine, guys. Nobody's stressing.
I'm getting the other. What's the other weapon? What, axe?
A spear.
Spear.
And as we look closer at the spear and the sword, what is that made of? Is that made of the same material?
Well,
Or is that...
First, I want to see if he gets the spear. So you.
Oh, okay, I'm
can you
sorry.
roll me that luck on the spear.
36. Yeah, still a success.
Okay. You are able to take both of these off, and nothing seems to be happening.
All right. Now, what are they made of? I assume iron.
They're made of some sort of metal that is hard to describe, hard to identify. If any of you is like, let's see, you would need to know something about either engineering or craft.
I have a 40 in mechanical repair.
I do as
Natural
well.
World.
You have what?
Yeah, you would have to roll me either a mechanical repair or
I'm stunned. I have that.
or appraise.
Right. I was
Yeah.
going to say I have a pretty good appraise.
I got a lousy both.
So
Okay,
I'm
I'll roll
should-
mechanical repair.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I rolled.
Okay.
I got a hard success on mechanical repair. Apparently, I'm real good at languages and auto repair.
Okay, and what about you two, Lois and Star?
I got a 43, so I got a regular success for appraise.
If I even try, I'd have to be extremely lucky on my appraise roll. Let's give it a shot. Oh my god, that's not even gonna. Well, how about that? I rolled a 4
Wow.
okay. Versus my appraise, which is
That's
15,
extreme.
7, and 3. So yeah.
Right, so for Star and wait, Alistair, did you succeed?
I did a hard success.
Okay. So for Star and Alistair, you can determine that this material, it looks to be like hard obsidian.
Oh, so it's a stone.
Yeah, it's like a stone. And,
Wow.
and
Whoa.
Lois, since you got that extreme, you can determine that this material is exactly the same color that's on some of these pictures over here on the wall as they're doing the sacrifices.
Oh,
So these are the
Oh.
weapons.
these.
These are the weapons that they use to sacrifice the people and put the heads.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They look like the weapons in the hieroglyphs we saw before, where they were lopping people's heads off.
And I
Um,
think with my appraise, I probably would have determined that as well. That these are the weapons that they used in the pictures. Alistair, did you see?
Do you
These
think
are
we
the
sh-
Well built then, yeah.
Well, and if they're made of obsidian, we may actually be able to chip away at the stone and to escape with them. They are one of the hardest substances known to man.
almost indestructible.
Yeah, I mean that's actually incredibly sound. Yeah, I guess we could try to dig our way out.
Yeah. I mean, not really, but yeah.
So now above is the library, the atlas. Will anybody go up there?
So there's a door or a passage,
There's an archway. It's just an open archway.
archway. Okay, so I'm going to definitely head in that direction.
But as you're going through, actually, you don't even need to roll for this, Star. You can definitely tell that the rubble that you see in front of that archway, it looks like it was blown up, like someone used some sort of explosion to make this opening.
And I would recognize explosion and debris.
Yeah, but
From
it was like a controlled explosion. So
Which way is the debris going?
it's
Strange.
coming out.
So coming from the library.
Yeah.
Like something came out of there.
This is very strange. So I'm going to go in, but I'm going to be very careful.
I will
I'm-
combine you with the spear rings.
So
I'm going to.
Very unusual. Mr. Vernon Harcourt, would you handle the sword?
I take the sword, of course, my good
Your
friend.
first candle is pretty much almost done. So just letting you know.
Well, in these chambers, they should have. They used to sacrifice, or not sacrifice, but they used to bring oil and things in so that in the afterlife they could have just as good of a life as they did while living. So there should be probably lantern oil or a lantern of some sort in this room.
Anything look like basically like a genie lamp, I would think.
So I'd like to do like a spot hidden, see if I can find a lamp or lamp oil or anything that I can use as a light source.
In the room above.
And actually, I'm gonna head back because I realize that my candle's burning low. So I'm gonna step back into the treasure room.
That's gonna have to be us. Actually, give me an intelligence check. intelligence.
Okay. Oh. Well,
Are you looking for anything in particular, Miss Atlas?
Either, yeah.
I'm looking for something that we can use as a light source. As you see, my candle is already burning pretty low. It's pretty dark, as you know, and
Yes, much like the lamps that they sell in the streets of Cairo. That design goes back many years.
I failed. I got a 76 over 70. Can I push that roll? Can I maybe take my time, slow down, take a breath, just look a little closer?
Yes, but I'll let you do it. But if you fail this push, the candle you have is gonna be gone completely. Just letting you know.
Okay.
We have 3 other candles.
Okay,
Oh no! They got her.
so I got a regular success.
Oh, regular success. She said regular success.
Nice. All right. Okay. So this is.
I was like,
Cthulhu, this is usually an idea roll, and it helps you to realize some things that you might have missed.
Okay.
As you're thinking about trying to find oil or whatever, you remember, hey, wait a minute, those bodies that we saw earlier, they were wrapped in cloth, and they had like protrusions in them, so that you could probably make a torch out of that.
Yeah, which I kind of suggested initially.
right. And I still was, and I was still opposed to that. But at this point, because I'm afraid of missing out on discovering some things, I think that I will delicately go back and harvest some of that material.
The crawl space did collapse, though. Yeah.
The crawl space is collapsed,
Oh,
but now
correct.
you have something that maybe you can force the debris apart.
Yeah, I try to use the spear shaft to lever some of the boulders out of the way.
So so now you agree to make torches with the mummies?
Because
frustrated right
you
now.
can't discover if you cannot see.
In fairness, Ms. Doyle, we are in a gravely different situation than we were about 15 minutes ago.
Correct.
But as I think about it, though, is not the burning of candles and torches going to shrink our oxygen supply? I'm having a little trouble breathing.
Yes, but I can't see in the dark.
So
Well,
you're gonna try to make a hole. You gotta make a.
Well, I'm going to ask Bob to do it because he's muscle man. And I'm going to look in these canisters. I'm going to open up some of these things and see if there's anything viable that maybe we could put on the mummy wrappings.
And since we're getting ready to leave, I am furiously just copying as much of the hieroglyphs as I can, thinking we might not ever get to come back. This might be the only bit that we're going to get.
Because I'm not used to doing my own digging.
Yeah. So,
I people dig for me. So I'm going to ask Bob if he wouldn't. I will assist, but would Bob help clear some of this debris?
Result, Bob.
Extreme success. 14 against
Nice, nice.
Ooh.
So you carefully, I assume you're using the spear?
Yeah, I'm using the blunt end to just pry some of these boulders away.
Okay, so as you're doing it, as you're moving the boulders away, can everyone make a spot hidden real quick? Except for you.
Except for me. I can't see it.
Sorry.
I'm busy.
No, you're too busy.
Ooh.
Okay.
I failed.
Oh, I massively failed that. Yeah, massively.
I massively failed,
I'm still
yeah.
copying. I couldn't have seen it. I wouldn't even know to see it.
I failed.
Yeah, I rolled an 83.
Everyone failed.
So yeah.
I got an 84.
So yeah.
So yeah, you make the hole.
Does anyone else hear a tentacle?
But again, it's just the same hole that you passed through. The stone above hasn't gotten any softer. It's just the one that fell.
Yeah, some fell. Yeah, and I moved it. So yeah, we'll go back through, and I'll say, now that we've got the sword and spear, we can probably start scraping our way out. The sooner we get started, the sooner we'll be done.
Of course, that's Yes, you're right. Of course, Bob.
You could be working on that while me and Atlas return to the chamber and explore it more thoroughly.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Okay.
So I'm setting my jaw in what I believe is a manly way and trying to follow behind Bob.
Okay.
We'll
So show me on the map where everyone is right now.
I'm following Bob, so wherever you go, Bob.
So I'm going to go with those.
Okay, so you're
Gonna what?
dig out and
And you guys are heading back this way?
We're heading towards the library, right? Me and Lois?
yeah, you still need to get that torch put together though, right? Before
Well, you have a candle, so he's going to dig
I have
out, and once that's dug, we'll go back.
I have a single candle, that I've got lit.
You are not going with Bob. You just told him get the bodies.
No, I asked him
basically-
to dig open the hole.
Yeah, she has to dig open the hole first because she couldn't get through.
Yeah, he did.
And then,
Right.
The hole is
Mr. Vernon Harcourt, could you?
Yes, but
Yeah.
the point is, I believe Star told you to dig a hole out so she can come down and go to the bodies. And
Yes. So if he succeeded on that, I'm going to head down that, and I don't want you guys destroying these bodies. This is what I do. I'm going to delicately take off a few layers of the wrap
Okay.
out damaging the.
Okay. Archaeology check for you, Star. Once you get there.
Okay.
I'm waiting back in that room with the boat and the guardian statues while the others do this.
So I got 50 under 70. So I got a regular success.
So yeah, so there's 4 bodies. So there's 2 on this side in the wall, and there's 2 on this side on the wall. Which one do you get?
Can I do like a spot hidden to see if there's anything indicating maybe a trap or danger of any sort? Because it was the Egyptians, they're pretty tricky. So can I do like a spot hidden to see if there's anything?
Sure.
So I'm gonna look pretty carefully at all of these.
Yeah. So you're gonna look at all 4 in just the entrance, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And I failed miserably. So eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. And I'm going to pick the second one on the left, coming from the rock, from the slab.
So you take a better look at this body now, and now
on the
you
east
realize
side.
something you didn't realize before, is that it's not actually a human body. It's a combination of a dog's body. So multiple dogs' bodies put together in the shape of a human with no head.
So they had morphed multiple dog bodies to make this humanoid form?
Cool. Burn that as fast as you can.
Interesting.
I shout down the hall, it's like, hurry, please, my candle is starting to burn short.
And as she makes this realization, Lois, give me a listen. Where you at?
Listen, where are you? You're in alphabetical order, of course you are. All right, against a 30, we're going to roll a 13, which is below my half, so yeah.
Nice.
You hear whispers coming from the attics above the library, and they sound human.
But it's in a language I don't understand. It would probably be like ancient Egyptian or Arabic or something.
It's hard to describe what they're saying, but it's definitely human, like a human sound.
Like,
So
God.
it's going like.
It's also doubly hard. I just realized because no one actually knows what ancient Egyptians sounded like.
I kind of turn in place. I move towards the passageway into that room. I stop short and I'm like, is there anybody in there? It's dark.
Candle, right?
I cannot. Yeah, it's like I can kind of like, I don't want to go down that hallway. I'm like, is anyone in there? I can hear you whispering.
You see a pile of bones, a human pile of bones, and next to it is a pouch.
But anyone? Nobody? The whispering continues, correct?
No, the whispering stops.
Oh, God.
As soon as you see the body, as soon as you see the bones, the whispering stops.
Oh. I'm unnerved. Should I do a sanity check of this? I'm just asking.
Yeah. Definitely a sanity check. Thank you.
I'm definitely a little unnerved because there's nobody in here. I'm like, you kind of hear me yell back. It's like, I heard voices, but there's nobody in here. Rolling a 2.
Wow. Damn.
Wow, that's a
Okay. So even though this is very unsettling, you think to yourself, maybe those voices weren't real. Maybe I was just maybe it was just the wind or something.
I'm just having nerves. I really wish I had some laudanum now or something like that. Does that take my sanity count down one notch?
No, you're fine.
No. Okay.
But again, you just see a bunch of bones and you see a pouch next to it. And
kind of
the bones are kind of hanging out on the wall, and the rest of the wall you just see a bunch of hieroglyphics and stuff like that, and a bunch of scrolls just laying all over the place.
Like, I look around, and I'm going to kneel down and pick up the pouch. I don't know if you want to cut away to someone else while I do that,
or cut away. What are you two doing?
We're digging. First thing I want to do when we return to the stone slab up front is I want to look around the edges, because you were saying we could hear them laughing outside.
Yes.
So that means there must be a space somewhere where air is getting through, where sound is passing through. I want to look for maybe like the widest space that's low enough for us to reach. I think it might be wiser to start digging where there's already a little bit of a gap rather than dig under. Like if we
when he says that, I'm like, yes, that sounds exactly like the right thing to do.
I give you a spot, and
yes, yeah, oh yes.
At the same time, Alistair, give me an intelligence roll.
Okay. That's terrible. 88.
Okay. So as you're looking at this, Bob, it actually, as you get a closer look, it looks worse than before. Like it looks like you can't even see light in any of these cracks.
It could be.
I rolled a 4.
Okay, so
extreme.
So Alistair, you think over Bob's plan, and you're thinking to yourself logically. Even if you were to start digging, trying to dig into this stone, there's no way you're going to be able to make a dent into it without the air, without you guys suffocating from air loss.
Okay.
So
do I have any
ideas?
ideas?
Basically.
Do I have any other ideas? Like, does anything else present itself, or have I just brilliantly realized my own demise?
Basically, the only thing you can think of is trying to go back and figure out if there's a back way out or something.
Okay. So then I'm putting on my man voice. Bob, listen. Here's the situation. There's no way we're able to dig our way out before we die. We're not going to be able to go back the way it became. This is 2 tons of rock. We're going to have to find another exit. I mean, that's just what I think, man to man.
We don't need to dig ourselves all the way out to stop from dying. We just need to dig till there's air that can get in, and then we can keep digging, right?
I mean, that's the theory, but like, I don't think you're going to get through this rock. I think if time and the elements have not made a hole in this wall, we're not going to be able to do it in the next 17 minutes.
Bob accepts that argument. Yeah.
We've got to find another way.
Even though Steve, know you just made up the number 17 minutes.
Yeah.
Bob does not know that you made up that number.
Right.
And he's like, good thing you're here. I would have, wasted my time. Brainiacs are good for something.
Yeah. So now I'm like walking back, and I'm actually kind of feeling like better about myself. I'm like, I just did the man thing.
Yeah, even though you know that you made up the number.
So, So are you guys going to try to head back now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go back up to where they are. We've got to find, this isn't the way. We've got to find another way.
By this time, Star, you've been able to, if you continued, you'd be able to make a torch out of the bones.
Okay, so how many torches can I make? So I'm going to, I see the dog one.
With this amount of time, you can make 1.
Okay, and I
Unless you
say,
wanna-
hey,
All
this
right,
will
all
be
right.
a good torch, but we've got 3 other bodies. If you guys just want to take up that very first layer and be very gentle, we could all have a torch.
I think we need to find our source of oxygen.
Yeah, we need to minimize burning things
Burning.
until we figure out
Well,
if we're going to get any more air.
I agree with you. I didn't say we should light all the torches, but I do think we should take them with us.
Agreed, but let's hold off on the torches until we're out of candles, all right?
But you've got yours.
That's
Keep it-
that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Let's figure out how to get some. I'm feeling manly now. Let's figure out where we can get some oxygen. That's the next step. There's got to be oxygen here somewhere.
Well, let's head into the library. Maybe there was an entrance somewhere further up.
Sure.
How far back
You
have
would need
you explored?
How far have I explored?
Well,
I
you're
am-
not there, Lois. They haven't come up yet.
Oh, we're still in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. So as you guys are walking back, we're gonna cut to Lois again, and you have the pouch in your hand. So you open it up.
Out of curiosity, of like get a feel for it. Like, oh, is there any precious stones or anything in here? You know, and then
You do hear the jingle and jangle of metal.
like, oh, this may be important. I contemplate. It's like I should probably let Star, but this could be an important discovery, and it would be mine. It would be all mine. And I quickly like pull the string and string, but open the mouth of the sack. I'm like looking down. I've got like I kind of like have my candle in one hand, and I'm kind of like using my pinky and my finger to try and like ease it open. Yeah.
All right. So when you open that up, you find 2 letters inside. And I'm gonna put it into the Discord.
2 letters, like written letters.
Yeah, written letters. Yes,
Can she read the letters?
she can.
You can read the letter. Oh shit!
Oh.
Okay.
Gracious, those are written in very nice calligraphic. That's a word.
Calligraphic?
English. Okay.
So if you mind, can you read these 2?
Yeah. Let me. I can sort of read them off of our group chat. Let me open that in the browser.
Yeah, I sent it to you in Discord too.
Yeah, that's just easier for me there. It's like, oh, August 7th, 1916. Good gracious, that was a little while ago. Word has reached us of fierce fighting north, close to the Suez Canal. Our men are scared enough, as it is, without the fear of being killed in any crossfire. Their superstitious beliefs have delayed the dig more than once, and I do not care for any further stoppages. We dig tirelessly through the loose sand and rock. We are close. 3rd of September. Today was glorious. We found the entrance. Removing the doorway was difficult, but we created a pulley system that allowed us entry. More work greets us inside. Limestone chips have clogged the entry, the entirety of the tunnel. I've halted the removal of the stones until I have surveyed the structure and documented what we have learned thus far. Sutton thinks my meticulous records are unnecessary and time-consuming.
And that's what you find. And then as you read all this out, you do hear the other 3 come back into the room.
What do we see
Fascinating.
in the room when we get here?
In the annex.
Yeah. What is?
So you see what Lois sees. You see a body, a skeleton, up against the wall, and just strewn about him is a bunch of like archaeology tools and stuff like that. And,
Oh God.
And the walls are more hieroglyphics, but these are more. Before you can even examine, you can tell these are more like graphic in nature, 100%.
These letters are from what are we in 1924?
bunch of
From a decade ago.
And you see a bunch of scrolls on the floor, and also some more like thrown about papers.
Can I see what is the skeleton that we see? What is it dressed in, if anything? Because I'm willing to wager this is like a 10-year-old body, isn't it? This isn't an entombed mummy. This is a 10-year-old body, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're just trying to, are you just trying to determine what kind of clothes he has?
Yeah, I just want to know, like I've never been in a dig before, but I know the difference between a mummy and a dead body that was stuck in a tomb for 10 years. Yeah.
A modern body.
Yeah.
Is it a modern body or an ancient Egyptian body?
Give me you can either give me a first aid or a spot.
I'm gonna let's do a spot.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna do a spot. I'll do a spot. Let's
I'm going to hand the letters to Star.
Utterly
and
failed.
make it-
Oh,
Like,
okay.
here, read these. Do you recognize these names of any?
Do I recognize Sutton or any of these names from my maybe history or previous digs or anything that I've overheard? I mean, I've been in Egypt for many, many years, so.
And I'm
Yeah.
sorry. What was Vernon's result too? I kind of like stepped on
I
that.
failed. I
Okay.
just failed.
Okay.
I really failed. I have no idea what the age of the body
You
is.
can roll me a history or intelligence, or intelligence or history.
Hmm.
Are you talking to me?
No, for Star.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But even though you're having a hard time with that, Alistair, you do notice the mural that's on the side of the wall, and right away you can tell that looks like some sort of weird depiction of a big event. But you're gonna have to look closer to see. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I just my brain just start I just go up to the thing. The Toyotathon. I'm so sorry.
So I rolled 72, which is 2 over, so I'm going to spend 2 luck to make it a regular success.
Okay.
And that mural, I'm gonna also look at that and see if my occult knowledge rings a bell at all.
So that name does ring a bell
Nope.
to you,
Nope.
Star. But it's like it's a little. It's definitely not nobody famous or anything like that. It's more like it's more you heard rumblings around Egypt of people who kind of do grave robbings, basically. It could be one of those people. So
I see, because there is many who populate this area who are here just for profit, not for scientific reasons. So
Yeah.
Sutton is one of those.
those jerks.
He said, jingling.
I failed. I failed on that roll. I'm looking at that mural. I'm like, oh gosh, this is fascinating, but I don't recall anything like this in my occult studies.
Alistair?
In the ancient history.
Oh, did I get to roll as well in intelligence? I didn't know that. I
No,
didn't know.
if you're looking at the mural, you can try to decipher it with your hieroglyphics or...
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did. I got a success on that. I got a success on the hieroglyphics.
Great job.
Finally.
So as you're looking at this mural is showing you an event. Basically, they're trying to... You see the pharaoh, but it's a pharaoh you're not recognized of. It's a pharaoh that doesn't seem to be anyone you know from history. He's depicted in all black, and you can't see his face. He only has red eyes.
Tomb of the unknown
And
pharaoh.
He's commanding these soldiers, and all of them have animal heads. And he's commanding them all, and they're all slaughtering people, like men, women, everybody. And they're showing them putting heads on their bodies, one by one. And you see, as he's doing this, he's holding his, like, it looks like a scepter or something like this off in the distance, and you see tentacles coming out of the water in the mural.
Seems to be some unknown pharaoh.
An unknown pharaoh?
Unknown pharaoh with animal guard.
We know of all the pharaohs, I believe.
I mean, this one must be. This one must be. I mean, I don't. I mean, look at it. Do you recognize? He doesn't have any of the markings I've seen on any of the others.
The
black, the red eye.
But it's not one with the face obscured. Maybe. Oh, so interesting.
It's almost what's interesting to me about this is the way this mural seems to be depicting it. I mean, if you go back and look at it, they depict gods as having animal heads, but the gods are always an abstract idea. They're like a thing that you see in another life. And it seems to me that they're depicting these animal creatures, one, not as the rulers, and two, as performing tasks in the real world. I think that's the thing that I'm finding most chilling about this right now. Like they're killing people. Do you know what I mean? Like that's
yes,
and then
yes. It's not like a regular sacrifice that we're used to seeing.
Or like gods would not sacrifice things unto themselves.
But I have a question. If it's unrecognizable, would it maybe just be a tall tale? Like a fairy tale like the Grimm's fairy tales? Maybe it's a story that the Egyptians created to instill fear in others.
I mean,
surely it's not real.
Why would you put it in the tomb? Why would you put a lie in a tomb?
Well, that's why I'm asking. I don't know. So you're trying to tell me that this horrific scene is possibly historically accurate, something that really happened?
Well, I mean, we did see a bunch of bodies in the hall that had no heads.
The one that I didn't mention it before because of everything that's been going on, but the one that I did peel back, it was actually dogs.
What?
Sewn together in the form of, or definitely a dog-like creature that had been butchered and mummified and then sewed together in the shape of a human.
That's horrific.
It was very strange. So I was wondering if there was some kind of weird sacrifice or some type of mocking to the gods. I mean, you don't mock the gods, right? But
Star, with your history in archaeology, give me either history or archaeology check. This is to recall something about the pharaohs.
Right now, Alistair's having the sensation of being in the home of a serial killer.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what's happening.
And that's kind of how I'm feeling. I just got a good hard success.
Okay. So after Alistair is done explaining all this to you, you're trying to make sense of this in your head about this ritual and everything, and especially a pharaoh that's not seen before. You have heard stories in the past of pharaohs that were so hated or so feared that before they died, they would try to erase their existence from the history. Because if it was written down, they believed that their powers would be lessened in the afterlife, basically.
Right, yes.
So they didn't want anybody to write down anything, because in the afterlife, it would weaken their power, basically.
Right. Because if their history wasn't recorded, then they wouldn't be as strong.
Yeah.
No, the other way. They do not want their history recorded. They want it erased.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Oh, yeah. Those, but if their history were recorded, they would not be as strong. Yeah. My apologies. Yeah.
If their history was recorded,
they would. Because you said one thing, Edward said the opposite thing, and you agreed with him.
Wait, sorry. What did Edward say?
You're saying the people tried to erase the history of the pharaohs after they died, right?
If they feared them.
Yeah, because having no record makes them weaker.
No, yeah.
Right, it's almost like if you don't give them a tomb, they have no afterlife.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that the vibe? Okay.
The pharaohs want to have records.
Right. The pharaohs.
Oh, okay. I understood it backwards. My apologies.
Sorry. The pharaohs want to have records, but if the people fear them, they won't record the history.
Right.
Okay.
So you can discern that maybe this place is like a secret tomb, basically.
Which is mind-blowing to me. That
even the Egyptians.
Yeah, they would have destroyed it if they'd known.
Yeah.
But the people outside who trapped us in here are on this dude's side.
And now I'm even more excited because this is a
Secret fair.
a secret pharaoh, unrecorded, even though it's horrific. And I see what, I don't believe in the afterlife stuff anyways. I think it's a bunch of hope. But the historical ramifications of discovering this is huge. I'm even more excited.
I think your excitement is overwhelming the fact that this is apparently a death cult, that they were killing people.
Well, true. A death cult that hasn't been recorded.
So as you guys are talking about this and doing this, everyone give me a listen real quick.
Listen to this. Oh, that
Failure.
80.
25, so that's 5
Regular.
below my score. So yeah,
I got a regular. I got 19.
So as you guys
the reg basically.
as you guys are discovering this, you start to feel vibrations on the floor, and then all of a sudden, maybe there's like a little puddles of water on the floor, like damp, like little tiny puddles. And you start to see them vibrate, like boom, boom, boom. And then all of a sudden you hear like a big crash outside the room, and you see a big stone tablet fly across the room and hit the other side. And you hear a loud roar as you see something coming out of it from the corner of your eye. And it looks to be some sort of abomination.
I hate abominations.
And
It's coming through up from that chamber with the 2 statues
yes,
coming in.
I put a picture of it in Discord.
Oh,
Okay, it's coming up from behind us then?
Yeah, so
We're trapped in that small room as it
so
comes
the
out.
room right here,
Oh.
the bottom.
Is
And you know
there...
where those 2 statues were, where it was guarding a room.
that's where
Right,
it came
yes.
from.
It hit that stone tablet, and it went across the room, and you see a head pop out.
So this is coming from between the statues.
Yes, and it's an animal, and it looks to be some sort of wolf-like abomination with a human body towering over the room, probably at least 10 to 12 feet tall, and it's.
And
it's
then
like
what I'm going to do
snarling.
is I'm going to try to find an exit. I am going to hurriedly...
We're gonna go to break on that.
Yeah.
I'm blood curdling scream.
Nice.
All
nice,
right, everyone.
nice,
We're
nice.
going to be back in 10 minutes. Thank you, Alan.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone watching. We'll be back to continue being murdered by monsters in 10 minutes. Welcome back.
Welcome back to
Welcome back.
ArchoniaFest 2024.
We are more than halfway through the fest.
Yes, and we are halfway through this adventure.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Call of Cthulhu. The last thing we left off was the 4 players have been sealed against their will in some unknown tomb of an unknown pharaoh. And after investigating the tomb, they found horrific depictions of rituals and sacrifices of a black pharaoh commanding an army of monsters with animal heads. And that moment, sorry, I want to clarify one thing before this happened. Who has a candle right now?
I had one. I may have blown it out once they arrived with their torches to conserve the candle.
Well, they had not lit the torches yet.
We didn't light the torches yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't have a candle, but I do have an unlit
And there's only
torch.
one torch, technically.
Wait,
Yeah, we just
I'm
have the
sorry.
one.
Point of order. There was a moment earlier. Star had all the candles and then passed them out to
Yeah,
each of us.
yeah. Everyone
Right.
should have one candle. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
asking which one has a lit candle right now.
I would have had a lit candle, and then I assume one of you would have had one to explore the tunnel.
I had to light mine because I went through the tunnel first.
So it's
With
currently
two candles.
Lois and
Alistair, yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So as soon as this stone tablet goes flying across the room, in the other room, and hits the other side of the wall, a big gush of air flies towards both of you. It flies towards everybody. So roll me a luck save.
Fresh air.
Well,
I mean, honestly, yeah.
The
Come
air
on,
that's
luck.
inside. Yeah, the air that's inside.
35.
I passed it.
Yeah, I passed.
I rolled this dice is loving me tonight. I just rolled a 6.
Okay, so both of you.
Wow, nice.
So both of your candles do not go out from the gush of air.
I cover mine as it.
But since they don't go out, across from the annex, you see this thing clearly. As it's coming out, you see this crazy tall-like being, a humanoid, wrapped in bandages, dark black skin, and his head looks to be like a wolf head. And the rest of him is just pure muscle, it seems. And he's carrying over, like in the other room, it must have been at least like maybe, I would say 16 to 18 feet tall, that room to the ceiling. And he's like, his head is like almost touching the ceiling with his head. So
I like knee-jerk reaction, throw my candle at it.
well before that, everyone has to make a sanity check when they see this
Yeah,
monster.
absolutely.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
That figures.
This will be the time I roll like the numbers to get like 100, right?
Okay, so I failed my sanity check.
Yeah. Okay.
Will I just take a hit? I guess I'll probably take more than one.
Well, I'm gonna see how much you lose.
I
So
also failed.
And you know what? I am going to spend some luck because I rolled just 3 past my basic sanity. I'm going to spend some luck.
so
Oh, you can't do luck on a sanity check. My apologies.
No, you
yeah,
can't.
yeah. The only thing you can't use luck on is sanity. And I know that for sure.
Okay.
I know
that's
that
fair,
for sure.
that's fair.
Because we messed up in the past. You can't use luck on other things, but you can't use luck on sanity. So,
Fair enough.
I did pass.
So yeah, I passed it with a
all right, so
a
it's
10
the only ones
actually.
that fail is Alistair and Star. So
Mine failed,
Alistair,
I still scream though.
so Alistair takes 3 damage. Star, oh,
3
5
damage or 3 sanity?
Sorry, 3 sanity damage, and Star takes 5 sanity damage.
Oh,
So, and the other 2 take 1 point of sanity damage. The ones that succeeded.
Okay.
So
now, are we going with the rules that if you lose
Yeah,
a
I'm
certain
getting to that.
percentage? Okay, thank
yes,
you.
So in Call of Cthulhu, if at any point you lose 5 or more sanity in one bout, in one moment, you suffer a bout of madness. So Star,
Yes.
you
Very madness.
So since it's telling me in here what happens to each person when they suffer a bout of madness. This is funny. So at this moment, when Star sees this abomination, your knee-jerk reaction, this is something that just happens. You grab both of Lois and Alistair's candles and you throw it at the abomination. And you say, fire should kill it. And you throw both of them
Should
at
kill
it.
it!
Yeah.
Oh, no!
And now
Totally
your
valid.
whole room is encased in darkness. And now we're going to do initiative.
Wait, so the throwing didn't hit them or anything?
Well, the candles flew into the direction of the abomination, but you don't see what happens yet.
Got it.
Because it's out of view. So
Fair enough.
initiative. Initiative in this
All right.
game, you don't roll for it. It's just everyone's dex score.
Mine.
So
I'm
let me know
45.
everyone's dex.
45.
Sorry, one at a time.
Let's go around the screen clockwise.
Yeah.
65.
65 for Steve. Okay.
60.
50.
Oh,
Wait,
sorry, I'm 40.
Sorry. Yours was 60, Mia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I think it's me next. I'm 45.
Okay.
And I'm 50. Sorry, I'm looking at my screen here and it's different.
Yeah, no, I realized that after because you and I, on our screens, that's the order. But like, I was, yeah. I do the
Because
same.
he's right there.
Yeah, that's why I had to say, like, wait a second.
So,
I
can you
think,
post this map,
yeah.
Steve?
Let's see if I can.
Okay.
Oh, the map you sent earlier during the break?
Yeah, this is the new map now.
oh shit.
Ooh.
Okay,
Achievement
so
unlocked.
Bob will be going first. So let me explain what's happening. Bob, you're in the annex with the other three. You see Star in a fit of madness. You don't understand why she did that. She grabbed both of the candles and threw them at the monster across the room. So now the annex is pitch black.
Do the candles like blew out on their way over?
Yeah. Well, one of them hit the floor and blew out, and the other one just went out as she threw it. So
Shit.
So now the annex is all dark, and in the middle of the other room is the hulking abomination. I don't know if you have a. Just imagine him like right in the middle where the slab is,
There.
and he's standing there, and he's looking around.
Oh, I can't see him, right? Because it's dark.
Yeah. There's no light.
Well, you do see glowing eyes.
I'm shooting.
Okay,
Bring it.
just letting you know before you roll. Since it's complete darkness right now, you will take a penalty to this shot.
Except,
You do see the eyes, but it's not. It's still going to be a penalty.
what if
to
I'm
hit.
shooting at the eye?
That will be even harder because it's going to be like an aim shot.
Yeah, because what happens if you go on the other side and it goes over his head or something?
Okay, so I'm shooting sort of just in the area of the eyes. What's the penalty?
It's just going to be rolling with penalty. So you're going to be rolling 2 percentage die, and you're going to be taking the worst.
Yes. Okay.
Ooh,
So like advantage, disadvantage.
Yeah,
so I'm like,
disadvantage.
Star, my candle. Why did you snatch that? I'm like,
We gotta get out of here.
I still hit him 50.
are you okay? Are you okay?
So-
oh my god, that thing is horrific.
Ah,
Sorry,
It's so dark, I can't even see it now.
So what did you use to shoot? The
My
revolver.
pistol, 32 revolver.
Okay. And what was the shot?
53 against 60.
Okay, so
that was your lower
So-
roll.
sorry. Just making sure of one thing here.
That's
Okay.
you got 53 on the disadvantage rolls, Steve.
Yeah.
He's good.
The advantage, if I'd taken the advantage, it would have been 33.
Okay, so you shoot, even though it's pitch black, you see the flash from your bullet on your rifle, and you get a nice flash, a nice good look at this thing, and you shoot the bullet. The bullet travels and looks like it's about to hit him, and then you see him reverberate, and the puncture that hit him, you see like a puff of black smoke, and then it's darkness again.
Yeah, that instant. Oh my god.
Well, fuck.
My ears!
yeah.
Who had the lighter before?
We had matches.
Matches,
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought Lois had a lighter.
No, it's
No,
matches.
matches. All matches.
Matches and a cigarette, and yeah, cigarettes.
Cigars.
Oh, no, you were talking about a cigarette case before, not a lighter.
Yeah.
Okay. Who had the matches?
I have some,
I-
and so does the doctor.
Yeah, I also have matches to light
Oh,
my
yeah.
cigarettes.
Oh, that's right, because you have cigarettes, I have cigars. Now I understand. Okay. Yeah.
And
Okay.
after you made that shot, Bob, you do see the 2 red eyes staring at you now.
That's fine. Somebody light the
I'm-
torches.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm like frantically like trying to get a match out and strike it.
Same.
And I'm taking the I'm trying to do the same and I've got the torch.
Well, we got Lisa in the chat saying we're so screwed. Thanks for the encouragement, lady.
She's over on YouTube. Let me bring that up.
We are still in initiative. So, Bob, would you like to do anything else on your turn?
All I've done is shoot and speak. What do I get to move?
You can move, but that's it. You can't take any other big action.
I will move. Moment of truth, Bob. I'm going to move forward between the rest of the group and the monster.
Oh,
Yes, that's what I'm going to. No, wait. Oh, wait, no. The monster's here, and we're kind of here.
No. You guys are in the annex right now.
Okay,
No, that's where we are. Yeah, we're in the
I'm
annex,
moving
my
to a
friend.
hallway. I'm moving over here.
Okay, so right now the monster is right where the stone tablet is.
Oh, he's here.
Yeah, he's right there.
Okay. And the
Oh,
group,
so you already are between us.
And the group is up in the annex.
that doesn't make any sense. How could we have seen everything you described right before the break if we were up here?
Because you guys have a line of sight right there.
Yeah, so what we saw is when he crossed that hallway.
Okay, so I'll move.
And your candles were still lit when he came through, but then Star through the candles.
All right. Well, then I will step into the hallway then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So now it is, I believe, Lois.
Yeah, and I have nothing I can attack this thing with. I'm going to take this round to strike a match and get a torch lit for real. I'm like, and I'm like, where's the torch? Where's the torch? As you see this little faint little match lit in the darkness.
Okay. As soon as you light that match, I want you to make a spot.
Spot hidden. 24, which is less. Yeah, so 22 is my middle range. So yeah.
Nice. Regular
Okay.
success.
So
Yeah, regular success.
this is
yeah.
going to be tough for you to do. So it's up to you. But on the floor next to you, you do notice 2 more letters on the floor. So I don't know if you want to. I don't know if you want to take
sorry.
a moment to look at them, but
I'm like, I go, oh gosh, more lit. Where's that damn torch?
Yeah. A monster attacks and Lois Doyle starts reading.
yeah.
Yeah. I kind of
Dear
like,
diary.
yeah, I kind of retreat a little bit, and I'm like, damn it, torch.
Yuri suggests we operate a smoke or make friends.
Right.
It's too late. I've already shot at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what else do you want to do, Lois?
That's basically me frantically getting. That's basically it. Frantically trying to get that lit, and then like going, noticing those on the floor, and just like, star, torch. You know. So giving. That's all I got.
So you're gonna stay in the annex and just work on the torch.
Yeah. I'm like, with the match, I kind of see where Atlas is, and I kind of step closer to her. It's like, have you got that damn torch?
All right. Next in the initiative order is the 50 is Alistair, right? Oh
No, I'm 45.
Oh,
Yeah, it kinda went
the
Bob,
50 is
Lois.
Star.
I have
Went down. Went
So
down
Star,
the
you're up.
Okay, I am going to thrust the torch towards that flame I see.
Okay.
And hope it catches.
You're slightly less
And
than
then
Yeah, you
And
are
it's
still
just-
shooken up from what you're seeing. Again, you don't believe in death. You don't believe in the afterlife. But what you're seeing is messing you up. You're like,
yeah, it's messed me up
you're
bad.
like, maybe the afterlife is true. You start to think in your head, you know?
I'm having some serious faith issues. And as soon as I get that torch lit, I'm going to turn around and look for anything that either we can find cover behind or we can get out of here. Like there's an exit.
Give me a spot.
Because I have a trowel. That's all I. I don't have anything to fight this thing with. I don't want to throw the torch and
Give me-
lose our only source of light.
Since you have the light with you, give me a spot with advantage. So roll 2D percentage and take the better one.
Sweet. I have a pocket knife, and
I rolled
can hardly
11.
use this rehearsal.
Awesome. Okay.
So, yeah, I rolled 11. So that is actually a hard success for me.
So you notice 2 things. One, where the monster came from, you see that in back of him is some sort of passage.
Behind him.
Behind him, yes. From where he came out of. And next to you, you do see some more hieroglyphics some more symbols, and you do see one that has 4 like jars on it. Not
Jars?
Yeah. Pictures of jars.
Pictures of jars.
And in the middle of it is a giant man with a wolf's head.
Okay, and do I in these hieroglyphics, do I recognize those jars as anything that I saw or might have seen in that other room?
You're gonna have to roll an archaeology. I can't say it.
Archaeology.
Archaeological, yeah, an
Archaeology
archaeology.
check. But this will take your turn to do this.
Sure. I got a 39, so I got a regular success on archaeology.
Okay, so from what you can figure out in this moment, even though you're kind of messed up and you're kind of frantically looking for a way out, you do notice in this picture is a depiction of them putting organs into jars.
Right.
In one of the jars, they put like a brain. Another one, they put the heart. Another one, they put the lungs and everything like that. And they're putting them into a chest. And around these chests is like a big tomb. And inside is a body with a person with an animal face on him.
What kind of animal face?
It's the dog face, yeah.
Dog-faced boy.
That was pretty common practice for them when they mummified these creatures. So maybe we need to destroy these canisters with all these organs. I have no idea what to do with this information.
Yeah, video games haven't been invented yet.
We gotta do what with the canoptic jars? I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
So that's
so I'm just kind of as I'm looking at it, I'm definitely one of these people that talks out loud. So I'm saying, okay, so here's the body, and here they're putting the organs in the jars, and it must be him. I see the wolf face and the casket. What are we gonna do? Oh, and I'm just freaking out.
okay.
Okay.
You guys can hear me think.
Alistair.
Speaking out my mouth.
Sorry, Star. Are you gonna move or are you gonna stay there?
I'm far away from him because I'm at the back wall looking at this.
Of the annex, yeah. You're still in the annex, yeah.
I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. Alistair, your turn.
Well, I'm trapped in a hole right now. I'm just trying to imagine like what I would do in this situation, and I kind of feel like there's nothing you can predict that you would do. So I am going to say, based off of the testosterone like hit that Alistair had earlier, like talking to the manly man, and the manly man like listened and like agreed that he was smart. Alistair just clutches the sword tighter and bounds up like in front of Bob and starts shouting old German curse words at it.
I want you to know the only language Bob understands other than English is German.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So then I'm telling it to basically go fuck itself from here to the Rhine.
Hell yeah. Bob takes the opportunity to reload while smiling.
Yeah. So to be clear, I know this is stupid, but he doesn't know that because he has no frame of reference for how to behave in this.
No, I'm loving this. You're playing the character. It's great.
So yeah, just so we're clear, like he's like, you just squeezed a rat that's never been in a fight into a corner, and he's like, what the fuck do you want me to do? Like I just gotta go. I'm going. So he's going to bellow at the monster in Old German. Yeah.
Okay, so you're just gonna bellow at it. You're not gonna attack.
I mean, sure, but I'm attacking. Yeah, I'm attacking. Okay. That's what I'm doing.
So you're gonna roll your sword skill against it,
which is very bad, quite bad. In fact, very bad. But I'm going to push because this feels like if I don't push now,
before
I
you
not?
do that, I want. How bad did you fail?
By like 40, 50 points.
Okay.
Wait, how bad is your skill?
20.
That's
same
the
as mine.
default?
Lovely.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
So you can push, but I'm gonna tell you right now, if you fail again, your weapon will break.
Well, fuck.
You can always wait to the next turn.
Yeah, no, I just wave at it. This is appropriate. I just scream and wave at it, and it does nothing.
Okay.
Like
is about-
threatening it with a sword. Yeah.
I'd like to point out that over on the YouTube chat we have Lisa saying you could try playing fetch with the dog monster, and on the Twitch
Yeah.
chat we have Yuri saying throw a bone to the monster. So you know, I think everyone's having the same sort of ideas except for us.
Except me.
Right,
My
except
idea
us.
is curse at it in Old German and wave
My
a sword
idea
at
is
it.
shoot it, but they're like it's a dog.
Yeah.
We don't have any stakes. Yeah. Anyway.
That best boy needs
Right.
to get a snuggle. Somebody needs to boop that snoot. Okay.
Well,
All
there you
right,
go.
So you swing your sword, Alistair, but you're like you said, you're like a rat who's cornered, and you miss. And now it's the monster's turn.
Sure. And I'm technically in front. Congratulations, me.
So, well, yeah. Did you step in front of?
I have to. I've got a sword. I can't do this.
That's true.
This isn't a ranged attack.
That is true.
You're about to die, sir.
All I could do is what I could do. Like, what are you supposed to do when the monster charges? Like, we got nowhere to go to. I got to do what I got to do.
So
I'm
Alistair.
saying it's your fault. I'm saying you're about to die.
Yeah.
So Alistair, since you're right up against this thing, you get the clearest look out of everybody. It's towering over you. It's built like the muscles are so exaggerated; they look like they're hard as rock, basically. And
Rob Liefeld drew this monster.
in his, he doesn't have anything in his left hand, but in his right hand he has this huge sword. It looks like a
Well,
giant,
shit.
Kopesh, yeah, it's a giant Kopesh sword, and you see him. He's like his dog face is like, you know, when a dog like starts like going like at you, like that's the
No, Alan, dogs don't do that to me.
So
Dogs are always nice.
Yeah, dogs have always been nice to me. What are they
this is
doing
how-
to you, Alan? You evil bastard.
so this is how combat works. He's going to try to attack you. You can still
Yeah.
try to dodge, but the problem is, even if you succeed on this dodge, if he does a high enough success, he'll still hit you. You basically have to get a better success than he gets.
Okay.
So make your
Okay.
dodge roll. He's trying to attack you.
Like a contest.
So you need to get if he gets a regular success, you need a hard success. And if he gets a hard success, you need an extreme success.
Well,
Right.
Okay.
actually, sorry. Let me just make sure.
I'm about to. Wait, I have hit points, right? But it doesn't matter because dog hits for all your hit points. If I recall my ancient Egyptian cat fancy magazine crossover episode.
So dodge, attacker wins with a higher level of success. Draw, defender wins. So if we both get the same success, you'll dodge. But if I get a higher
Okay.
success, I'll still.
Got it. Okay.
So roll your dodge, sir.
Well, that didn't go well.
What
How
you
bad?
got? What you got?
That I absolutely just tanked it again. I failed 100%. I literally got one number higher than I got I rolled a 75 last time. I hit the thing and rolled again. I got a 76.
What's your dodge?
25.
Is it possible to spend all your luck to dodge this?
Oh,
I don't.
that bad,
I don't know
huh?
if You can spend luck.
Can you push this?
You can't
battle.
push this. You can't push combat stuff.
And I don't think you can
Wait,
spend luck
I think there was a
either.
cheat something about combat.
How much luck do you
Pushing
have?
rolls, you must justify it. Combat, you can't push combat or sanity. I can only
Yeah.
push luck.
Dungeon Matron confirms that.
No,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what? Like, no, I'm young, I'm stupid. This is exactly how young and stupid people make it, is they push their luck and they fucking survive. So I have a 76. I had to hit a 25. So I have to spend 51 points of luck.
Do you have 51 points?
Yes.
He's got 55, yeah. I remember knowing that earlier.
Dude, I did this exact thing in a session not too long ago. And I died in the next session. So I did live.
That's what's going to happen to me right now. But yes, I have 4 luck points left, but I did succeed.
So So this is what happens. He raises his sword. He swipes at you, and you see your life flash before your eyes. You see everything that happened in your life. You see your first love. You see all your studies that you've done over the past, and for a moment you see yourself. You have an out-of-body experience, and you see your head come clear off. But then, all of a sudden, you slip on some rubble, and he misses you.
Fantastic. I'll take it.
Not only did he miss you, but he chopped 2 other statues and back you in half.
Oh my goodness. By the way, the chat has been killing me tonight. Lisa says we should scratch it behind the ear. Yuri's making Eddie Bones comparison. She says we should give it the organs from the jars, even if it prefers fresh meat, which is us.
So
Here, eat yourself.
by
Yeah,
sheer
self-cannibalism.
luck- By sheer luck of the gods, Alistair, you managed to dodge this fatal attack, and now you're on the floor staring up at this thing. Back to Bob.
I am so
I just did a dodge roll for those Dark Souls fans out there. That's literally what I just did.
I'm so inspired by the heroics of this obviously untrained and pathetic yet supremely masculine man that I have just witnessed. That I will.
This is true masculinity.
I will
Stupid and lucky.
I will step over him and shoot at the monster again.
Okay, so
What a good camera shot that is.
Bob, since you're this close to the enemy and it's bigger than you get a bonus to hit because of its size.
Okay, so roll
So
percentage dice.
You tried to shoot the sky, Bob. Congratulations.
you roll with advantage.
This is like trying to shoot the earth. Like, you'll hit it, but to what effect?
Yeah, because remember
good
what happened
question.
this last time.
Yeah.
So even with that bonus, I missed by 6. I'm gonna spend luck to turn it into a hit.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so it takes 6.
Wait, what does it roll? Does it succeed?
So yeah, I'm about to do that right now. Roll damage.
Yeah.
Fail that dodge, buddy.
7 is a D8. Okay.
Come on, let
Oh.
this be a minion. I want 1 hit point.
I have a question. Under number of attacks, it says 1 and then 3 in parentheses. What does that mean?
That means you can shoot 3 times.
Well, why does it say 1 then?
Sorry, what
Because
you
you're right,
looking
you
at?
can shoot, and shoot.
Here. Look, number of attacks 1, 3.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that means you can shoot 3 times in 1 round, but each one is going to be with a penalty because you're unloading 3 shots at once.
I don't understand what the 1 means then. Like, why not just put the 3?
It's just basically saying 1 to 3.
Yeah. So 1 means you take no penalty, but if you shoot all 3, you got to take each shot with a penalty.
Okay, I am going to shoot all 3 because what the fuck. But first I'll roll damage for the one I did already.
I don't remember.
7
the
damage.
penalty.
Okay.
Do I continue to roll? I rolled with bonus the first time. Do I lose the bonus the second time?
Yeah, these next 2 are going to be without bonus because of the penalty.
Is it no bonus the second time and then like a disadvantage the third time? Is that what it is?
So it should have been
Like, does it get worse?
So it should have been a cancel out situation. It should have been you get a bonus because he's so big, but if you're going to shoot all 3, it's disadvantage. So it cancel.
Oh, you have to choose to shoot all 3 up front?
Yeah, you
Oh,
have
I
to
should
choose.
have done that up front. Okay.
But it's okay.
No problem. Okay.
That's
So
okay.
yeah, I'll just cancel out this 25. That is
Fuck
a
yeah.
hard success.
Okay.
And then I'll just roll the third one right now as well. That one's a 5 for an extreme success
Good lord.
Oh, you got extreme.
on the third shot. Yeah.
So
crit?
extreme. You got. So that's a critical hit. So
Oh my god, yes.
So when you do a critical hit, do you have any bonus damage on your character sheet?
Let me see what's here. Where would that be?
It should be at the bottom of your first page.
1d4.
1d4.
Yeah.
So So when you get an extreme, you add. Okay, so first of all, sorry. Each shot that you hit, you're supposed to add your bonus damage.
Okay.
But if you get extreme, you get the max amount of both for that damage.
Okay. So for the second shot, I dealt 6 damage.
Okay.
And for the third shot, I dealt 12.
All right. So
it went 7, 6, 12.
So give me the total
That's
damage.
25.
25, yeah.
25 total.
Okay.
Come on, monster, be dead. Be dead, monster.
Oh, Cindy's now talking in the Twitch one.
What'd she say?
It says we're dog meat.
All right. So you shoot this guy 3 times. I assume at its body.
Yeah.
And again, it starts to shift again too. But this time you hear it hitting, and you hear it like puncturing its body, and all of a sudden you hear this loud thunk, and you hear a roar because you look down on the floor and its right arm has come off with the sword. And it's just towering over you still, but it has only one arm now.
And no sword. I will add.
Pop open the wheel, reload. Without taking my eyes off it.
All right, next is Lois.
Can I, it's not a whole lot I can do, just quickly reach down and like scrape those 2 letters up into a fist and then pick up Bob's discarded spear.
Oh shit! Yeah,
never-
Lois.
No, Bob didn't.
I never said I was discarding it,
Yeah.
but
Well, I will say this: if you're aiming and unloading, and you must not.
something else. So I
Yeah.
it would have been dropped somewhere in this room.
Okay, so I guess what I'll do real quick then is scrape up those 2 letters, stuff them in a pouch, and then move to grab the spear.
Okay.
Yeah, I give you
And
full props on
really-
that, Lois. Like smart.
Okay, so you move to grab the spear?
Yeah, and I don't. That's it. I don't know how much action I can actually do.
Yeah. I really don't know what to do. Shoot.
Is there any way to is there any kind of, do you have any archaeological knowledge of like purification rituals or things that you could say to them that would do, you know what I mean? Something like that maybe?
Do I?
If you want, you can roll. There's another mechanic in Call of Cthulhu where if you're not sure what to do, you can try rolling an idea check, and
With the okay.
and with your intelligence, and based on all the clues you've gotten so far, I can give you a idea that your character might have for this moment.
Okay. I got a hard success.
Okay.
Nice.
So again, you're thinking to yourself, I don't know what to do. This huge.
Just like, I just have this torch. I don't have any.
But for a moment, you hold your head and you close your eyes and you start to think and you start to be like, okay, what do we see so far? What's in these hieroglyphs? What's in me? And you think back to the ritual on the mirror, and again the jars, and they show that once they put those organs in the jars, the figures would come up to life. So in your mind, you're thinking your best bet in your mind is like, if we can get to those jars, there's probably something in there that can stop this being.
Okay, and
But
the jars.
will probably be in closest to where it was buried. So
Which would be in the large room where the creature is, not in this little annex that we are in right now.
yeah. Well, no, it would be in the room that's behind it.
Yeah, where we see
The
the
one we haven't
exploded
been in.
sarcophagus.
I
Yeah.
haven't been in there yet. No.
Okay.
But you will have to get past this creature to get there.
Well, we can
Correct.
get past it on the right now.
So may I shout? Are you shouting this knowledge, or are you keeping this to yourself?
Of course, everything that I think, I scream, I yell, I
Oh, that's
talk
right.
out.
You're already saying it out loud.
Everything
That's
I
right.
think, I say out loud.
What a good character for a movie you are. keep the audience in the loop.
Correct. That's how I do it. I just constantly, it helps me think. So if we could just get to those jars, if we could just get past this creature, if we could, how can I get past this creature? And my stealth is terrible.
As you're yelling that, I kind of like, Bob, she's saying something about this canoptic jars. They should be in the tomb where the creature came out. I'll pass that information on.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I have a trowel. I literally have no weapons. I've only got the torch.
Brandish your trowel and shout, "I'm going to dig your grave."
Oh.
Except we're in their grave, so probably that's not going to be scary.
We're already in his face.
This is now just defacement of private property, which I guess it was from the beginning.
What is my dash? Do I have a dash or anything?
Now I will throw this out. Okay, I think it's my turn next.
Yes.
I am underneath the creature.
Yes.
You've got your move speed. I don't know how far
any
that will
reason
allow you.
I can't go out between its legs? Like,
Where's my
it's got to be
move?
looking at Bob right now, right? Bob just shot it a bunch.
Thankfully,
Eight.
Bottom right-hand
thankfully,
side.
what Bob just did, he made an opening towards his right side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
so
yeah.
Yeah.
I've already lost my mind.
Yes.
I'm already freaking out. I know where I need to go. Is there enough room, if I can make it, to get between this creature and the room behind him?
Yes, you will have
Dash
to run
pass.
to his right side, but you are a little jittery right now. So
I am.
So as you're running past, if you attempt to run past him, I'm gonna have to make you make a power check to see if your will can make you relax as you're going past him.
Okay. I'm going to do the POW check first. And that's a hard success.
All right, so all of a sudden, maybe it's what you just saw. Bob
And I've got
did.
the trowel in my hand. The trowel's in my hand. I'm going to go after those jars.
Hell
You
yeah.
shoulder
Shout,
past
"Can
me
you
on the
dig
way."
it?" And you run past him.
Hell yeah. So maybe it's what you just saw Bob do, and maybe it's the eureka moment you had in your head, but you're able to compose yourself and you go right past the creature on its right side, and you step over its huge arm with the sword, and you dive into the room behind him, and you just see this giant golden sarcophagus right in front of you. And
You made
now
it to the room. Yay!
It's Alistair.
And I'm
Okay,
there.
so
I'm
Alistair's
there.
going to do the
Oh my
same.
God.
Alistair's
Oh, shit.
going to do the same.
Can't believe I did it.
Alistair's probably going to die right now, but Alistair's going to try to do the same. So, what do I need to roll to... I was thinking, like, with the monster looking at Bob, I might be able to... Because I'm so close to it, I might be able to just scoop past, but I'll leave it to your
You
judgment.
can
Crawl
scoop
between
past.
its legs because you're on the ground.
You can scoop past, but it's more aware of you than it was Star. So
Sure.
if you can try to get past it, but you're gonna have to do a dodge with advantage. Because
With advantage?
with advantage because its other arm is cut off right now.
Got it. Okay, so a dodge with advantage. Let me double check what my dodge is at. Dodge is... Oh, God. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, I'll try again just to see. Okay. I almost got an extreme success. I got a hard success.
Ooh. Okay. All right. So so you frantically get up to your feet and run around it, and you
I still have my sword. Yeah.
and you jump into the room behind him, and again you see a giant golden sarcophagus in that room.
Do we see the jars anywhere? Because they said, did they put the jars in the sarcophagus in the mural?
No, they put it next to it.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Do I see those anywhere when I'm almost expecting to see the sarcophagus. Like, do I see the jars?
You don't see the jars right now, but you do
Okay, cool.
see towards the bottom another room.
Got it.
A small alcove down there. Okay.
I don't know if
Okay.
Steve can show it.
I see there is another room.
Yeah, you do see another room towards the bottom.
Right,
Cool.
okay.
All right, so yeah, unless I have more I can do, I'm good for that to be my turn.
Okay, and it is the monster.
And now that Star is in that room, the light source is casting probably a pretty hard shadow over Bob and I.
So the monster So,
Probably.
So Bob, this is what you see. The monster looks at its right side and it sees that its arm is no longer there. And it looks back at you. And now you see its eyes starting to glow, and you start to see it make like a smiley face almost with its face. Like, like it's like, I don't know if you've ever seen a dog smile.
Bring it, Wolfie.
And he tries
I've got
to,
insurance.
He tries to swipe you with his left hand. So you can attempt to dodge or take it.
Obviously, I'm gonna dodge. Ah. Oh, threw some dice somewhere. Where's my dodge?
Yeah.
Failed to dodge.
Would you like to spend luck?
What do you guys think?
How much luck you got left?
Most of it.
I will say that he is not expressing the absolute panic that he was expressing when I missed. So I feel like you might be able to take it. I don't know. I don't want to tell you take it, but
Let me look up. No, I'm gonna spend the luck. I'm gonna spend the luck.
okay, do it, man, do it. Do what you think is right.
60 against. I need to spend 10 luck.
Oh, well, God, yeah, yes. That's. I have to dump 51.
No, I know,
Yes.
That's
Take
an extreme
10.
situation. That's not supposed to be happening.
Yeah, I mean, fair. What I did was not a wise move by any measure.
So
No.
It was just the only move.
So
Yeah.
So what's your number for a hard success on a dodge?
On a dodge, a hard success is 25.
Because
I need a hard success.
you're gonna need a hard success for this because he rolled really well.
Okay. I need to spend an additional 25 on top of the 10 I already spent, which would take me down to 9.
Jesus.
He's basically almost gonna hit a critical on you right now.
Well,
Do
thanks
it.
for the warning. 9 it is.
All right. So again, similar situation to Alistair. You see him. He actually grabs you and he starts lifting you up like this.
And I bite him.
And again, he's like smiling right now. He's starting to clench his fists, but at the last second, your clothes rip, and you fall out of his hands. So so you see him like clench his hands like this, and the force of him clenching his hands is like an impact, like poof, like this. But he just missed you because you fell right out of his hands.
You fucked that up, big boy.
And he looks at
It's
you,
like-
and again he looks back at you, and he's still smiling.
All right.
Fuck.
Back to Bob. So now you're on the floor.
Now I'm on the floor. I'm going to shoot 3 times.
All right.
So canceled out disadvantage.
So this is gonna be regular successes.
Let me get back to my number because I don't remember it now.
You say he's on his back or
He's
standing on
on
his
his back
feet?
right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Hard success on the first shot.
Ooh. You only have to roll once, right? Because you're doing 3. Do you roll the 3 all at once, or is it 3 separate rolls?
3 separate.
3 separate rolls.
3 separate rolls
three
for each
separate
shot.
rolls. Okay.
Yeah.
6 damage on the first one. Another hard success on the second shot.
Sorry to be a stickler here. Before these 3 shots and before the 3 shots you made before, did you shoot at all? Because you only have 6 rounds in this chamber.
No, he reloaded when I was.
I
Yeah.
shot once earlier, but I reloaded in downtime.
Yeah, he reloaded when I was doing my swinging. He said he used that as a distraction.
Yeah,
Well, technically in combat, I would have to use a turn to do it. So
Oh, my bad. That's
I
my
only
apologies.
shot 3 times last. So no, I haven't had a turn since the last time I shot.
So you still have 3 rounds left. So
Yeah.
these are your last 3 rounds in the chamber.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, the first 2 were both hard successes.
Okay.
So that was 6 for the first hit, 4 for the second hit. When do I roll that D4?
So that's going to be when you do damage. But right now I'm trying to see how hard of a success you do for each shot.
Okay, so 2 hard successes and a failure.
Okay. So he's gonna. So again, as you do these shots, you see him vibrating again, and it looks like he's turning into smoke almost with each shot. Let's see. So first shot definitely hit him.
Mhm.
Second shot also hit him.
Okay.
So
Nice.
so now you're gonna do your damage.
Okay.
Your 1d8, and then you're gonna add a 1d4.
What did I say before? 6 and 4?
Mhm.
Okay. So so it's 10, 14, 18. I got 4 on both of the D4 rolls.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
So
I'm
Call this man the
inspired.
Undertaker.
holy shit. This might
Oh my God.
This might be a first. So describe how you're shooting this guy right now.
Well, he picked me up, dropped me on my back. I said, "You fucked that up, big boy." And I just aim right for his face, right between the eyes. And then I know I'm out of bullets, so I just wait and see what happens.
Okay. So
You just
you're kinda
emptied the
dumbfounded
okay.
right
Oh.
now because
Yeah.
you see all those shots enter his head,
Yeah?
and he's still looking at you, and he looks like he's about to like raise his hand again, but then all of a sudden the red eyes start to dim a little bit, and its head comes off, and you're gonna have to make a dodge roll because its head is about to fall on top of you.
Like a 50-pound dog head coming at you.
Jesus.
It's like, I work out with
Okay.
a medicine ball. I'll be all right.
For context, before we go any further, I just need to let you know I was reviewing this game on YouTube before just so I'd be prepared for tonight. And the one thing they said is the monsters don't die.
They
So
haven't met
being-
Bob McMahon.
Yeah, be me right now. When this dude just unloads a revolver in a wolfman's face, and this is crazy. This is crazy.
So the head falls on top of you. You do not dodge it.
I do not dodge.
And as soon as the head falls on top of you, you feel like its teeth kind of like dig into your skin a little bit. So
Guess
It
what?
still bites you.
you take 3 damage,
Okay.
but then it's
It's
other
the wrong game.
but then it's the rest of its body falls back the other side, and as soon as it hits the ground, its legs like come off of it, and its other arm comes off, and then the torso is just sitting there.
I'm gonna reload the gun.
Are we out of initiative now?
No,
Oh god.
it's Lois's turn.
I have one more round. I have one more gun full of ammo, and that's it.
That's all the
yeah.
ammo you have?
Yeah, I had 6 extra bullets. I've just put them in.
Since that's sort of kind of happening simultaneously, and I don't really realize what just happened because of the darkness, I'm gonna, as the body's maybe falling backwards, I try and stick it with the spear.
Oh, wait, sorry, so sorry. Backtrack. I'm so sorry about this. Lois, you're still in the annex, right?
I had moved.
Yeah, she was in here.
I had moved into the room. Yeah, I snatched that spear and then moved into basically right there at the entrance. So like when Atlas came through, she had to kind of shoulder past me to get into
Do you still have
the
the pouch
larger
with you?
room. Maybe like I scooped up those other 2 letters and stuffed it into the pouch that the other 2 letters were in. Yeah.
Okay, as soon as you stuffed those other 2 letters into the pouch, you feel something at the bottom of the pouch.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let you backtrack a little bit and say if you looked at it, I'll let you look at it.
I was too concerned with the monster at the time. I just stuffed those 2 letters in. I'm like, oh gosh, what is that? But I'll have a look at it later when we're not in danger. Yeah.
Okay, so just letting you know there was something at the bottom of that, but
Okay.
you didn't look at it yet. But it's your turn. It's your turn.
Yeah, again, the monster falling down. I don't know if he's exactly dead because of the lighting, so I'm just going to stick it with the spear as my action this round.
Which body part?
Since it was like the head fell off forward, and then it was like
The
tipping
head's on
backwards.
top of Bob right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it fell over onto him, and because it's so dark and the way the lighting is, I don't probably see that. So, and I just see the body kind of like stand up as it's starting to tip and fall. So I'm like, "Ugh," and just kind of jab the spear where its right arm once was. You know,
So you're stabbing
that shoulder
its right
joint.
arm.
Yeah, where the right arm once was. Yeah,
So
kind of
in
trying to hit
stabbing
the
it in
chest.
side, then.
Trying to stab it in that side, yeah. But I'm so lousy at it, it's probably gonna miss. So.
You don't need to make a roll. You just hit it. But
Okay.
As soon as you put your spear into it, you feel a vibration go up your spear, as if the body part is slowly moving. Star.
Yeah, anyway, next turn.
So from where I'm at, can I see all this happening still? Or I mean, because
Well,
I
you hear all
dashed
this
into the
gunshot,
room.
but you don't see it that well because there's no light.
Right, but I have the torch.
Yeah, you have the torch in your room, but in the other room there's no light.
Right,
Yeah,
so
just
I
a
didn't see
faint
all
glow
that
that
happen.
will-
So I'm going to be scrambling around this room, around the sarcophagus and stuff, looking for those jars. Because in my mind, that's where I'm going, and I'm talking it out. Like, gotta find those jars. They've got to be here somewhere.
Okay, so again you see this giant golden sarcophagus, and you also see Alistair in there, and he's
Yep,
also
I
looking
saw
at it.
him there.
But Alistair does. He might have noticed down the hallway that there's another big archway, and there's another room on the other side, and you do see like little twinkles of metal over there.
Okay. Do I see them or Alistair sees them?
You.
I see them. So that's where I'm going to scurry that way. I'm going to okay, they're not here. And I'm just going to
Okay.
dash down there and
So
hope the
can you
best.
show that room, Steve? Okay. So you run down to that room, and you see in the middle a bunch of chests, and there's four
You're
chests.
breaking up for me. I'm sorry. You did what?
4 chests in the middle of the room.
Yeah, four chests
chests.
in the room, and around the room there's again more statues of those men with the animal heads around it, and they're all just on the corners of the room. And there's a bunch of symbols leading up to the chest in the middle, like a bunch of ritual lines and going all over the place and going all to the center of the room.
And no organ jars.
Well, you don't see jars yet. All you see.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I there's nothing that looks like organ jars, just the chests and the statues.
Yeah, and you see a bunch of chests. You see 4 chests in the room. Yeah.
In
So
my
what
head
I'm
right
gonna
now. No, please go ahead. Go, please. Patty.
Is I'm gonna yell back and say, Alistair, get your ass in here!
Okay, so I have already been. Are you done? Is that your?
That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna
Okay.
touch anything because I'm looking. I don't recognize the symbols. You are the
No, that's
language
good.
guy.
I am so I'm gonna say that when she started running, she has the only light source. I have to follow. Like there's
Yep.
I have no choice. So I follow along and I come in and I see all these things. Can I do like a hieroglyphics check or some kind of to see any
Yes.
language I might recognize?
Yes. Which chests are you looking at? There's 4.
There's 4. Is there any? I mean, like, how will I know which one? Like, do I say 1 through 4? Like,
Okay, so if you want, I'm gonna let you decide. You can focus on one chest this round, or you can try to do a broad look at all 4.
I'd say broad look at all 4, because otherwise it's going to be just
Okay.
going to
Do
be
me
a gamble.
hieroglyphic.
Okay, hieroglyphics
Yeah.
check. Let's see what we got here.
Meanwhile,
Come on.
the dim light that was shining, now Bob and I are in pitch blackness
Yep.
again.
Okay, I got a hard success on that.
I'm inside a wolf mouth.
Hard success.
Hard success,
Okay.
sir. Hard success.
So
I'm sorry. Didn't I leave them torches? We had multiple
No,
torches.
you had just the one torch. Remember, we didn't have time to make more than one.
yeah.
Oh, I thought we were making 4.
No,
out
we
of
were
the-
gonna, but then it was like we got to get oxygen first. We're
right,
still,
right. 'cause you
we're
guys,
still, yeah.
Okay.
So
So I have done I did the hard success. Sorry, go ahead.
awesome. So broad look at these 4 chests. Each of the symbols represents a different part of the body. One's the heart. One's the legs and the stomach and the lungs. Another one is the legs.
One's the brain. I know you said before.
Yeah,
there was brain,
and then the last one is the brain. Yeah.
Got it. I point at the brain one, and I'm like, "Get open that one. That one's the brain." I just shout that at Star.
Okay. And now it's so you are in pitch darkness right
Why
now.
don't you open
you
up
guys
the?
know we're still in initiative, right?
Yeah, we're still in initiative.
Yeah.
You see the brain? Why don't you
Well, no,
just
that's
open-
all I can do. No, because I don't think I'm allowed to do that. I think that's all I'm allowed to do, right?
Well, sorry, Alistair. You did a broad look at all 4, but you can still like open a chest right now if you want.
Oh no, I want to open the one with the brain. Okay. Sorry, yeah, of course, definitely want to do that. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
So
off.
you're gonna open the one with the brain symbol.
Yeah.
So you open it up and you see a jar, and
And you're dead.
and as soon as you see this jar, you feel this vibration hit your head.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna have to make a POW check, and this is your willpower.
Didn't make it.
What was it?
I missed it by 28 points.
And you don't have any more luck, huh?
I have 4 luck.
How does that compare to 28?
Can you push a power roll?
No. You can't push stuff with
I thought you could only push combat or sanity.
Yeah, you can't push
Yeah, I
combat
thought
or
you-
sanity. Yeah.
This still counts
Yeah,
as
so I
combat
thought
because we're
you
in
could-
initiative.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, got it. Okay, got it. Okay, well, yeah, I tried.
makes sense.
Did not work.
So yeah, you grab onto this jar and you feel like this vibration in your head, and you see a vision of the past. You see people putting these organs into these chests. You see someone taking out like a brain out of this person's head and putting it inside. You see this one putting a heart inside this one, and you're seeing like this whole ritual go down, and you're feeling all the pain from these people in that moment. And
Just the whole thing right there.
So now you're gonna have to do a sanity check
Sure.
to try to understand what's going on here.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I got as close to a extreme success on my sanity. I'm incredibly sane. I got a 5.
You've
Alright,
seen
you
some
succeeded.
shit.
Okay. All right, so that's going to be great because instead of full
Being
damage,
driven
you
mad.
take 10 sanity damage.
What would the
Cool.
pool have been?
The full would have sorry, I got with that. The full would have been 20 sanity damage. So
All right. Well, fair enough.
Right to the head there, yeah.
so now since that happens, you are suffering a bout of madness also,
Okay.
and so this
Tell me I throw the jar. Tell me I go insane and throw the jar and it breaks and the brain dies. Tell me that.
You probably eat it.
Shut up, Bob.
You probably eat it.
I don't take advice from wolf food.
so yeah,
You are the human equivalent of Alpo. Sorry, go ahead.
so
I made God laugh. Anyway, go ahead.
now during this bout of madness, you want to protect these chests now. So
How long does this madness last?
It lasts as long as one round.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
So
Nobody go for the chest for a round.
so
Yeah.
So now you're gonna do everything in your power to prevent Star from touching these chests, because now you think you're one of those people in the past who were part of this ritual, helping the
Sure.
pharaoh, basically.
Sure. Good news, everybody. The person least likely to inflict physical damage on anyone is now angry.
And
now-
did he say anything when he was going through this?
The brain. That's all I said.
Okay.
No. He probably starts yelling a bunch of gibberish that sounds like ancient Egyptian language.
All right, so maybe older Arabic, or do you think?
like older Arabic? Like again, we
Or I
don't
only
really know
parse
how
the
old
word,
Egyptian
maybe.
sounds like.
Yeah, like it would just sound like something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would just sound like some root language that
Yeah.
we might hear. It probably sounds like a lot
But
of
his
little bits of a
eyes-
lot of different languages.
His eyes are definitely folded back in his head right now. So now you two are in complete darkness.
In fairness, I did have to dissect a frog in high school, and this is exactly how I did it. Like this, as soon as I saw the brain, just immediately.
So again, you guys are in complete darkness right now, and you start to feel stuff moving on the floor.
I'm still inside the wolf's mouth.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm having a great day.
I mean, you did kind of kill the monster a little bit.
Oh, I had worse days than this in the war.
I mean, fair enough.
Okay. So the wolf's head is on your chest right now.
Yep.
And now its eyes start to beam up with red again. But instead of it trying to attack you, you see the bandages that were on the body before start to go up your arm and try to wrap around your arms now. And start to go around your chest.
Well, I'm going to stop that from happening, obviously.
And
What do I have to roll?
well, you can try to dodge this, or you can try to rip the bandages apart. But that's going to be like a strength check.
I'll obviously do the strength check.
Mhm.
That's way better than dodge for me. This is combat, so I can't push it, right?
No.
I rolled a 94.
Ooh.
I have an 80 strength, and I rolled a 94. No, I only have 9 luck. I can't counteract that.
Okay, so these bandages start wrapping around you, and the head starts going up to your head, and it starts trying to. So its jaws are opening up and trying to get your head like this.
I want to bite it. I want to bite its chin.
Sure, you bite the chin, and it starts to clamp down on your body.
Yo, fuck this guy. I'm gonna eat him first.
I'm changing the name of this to Clowns of Cthulhu.
Bob McMahon will not give an inch. What'd you get?
I'm gonna go home and have a son named Ed, and he's gonna be very successful.
All right, guys. I'll see you later.
Oh shit!
So
I'm sorry. Did you just get killed by a dead guy? What the fuck, Bob?
Yeah, I killed him first, and he killed me back. Fair is fair.
That's fair. Honestly, it's
So
fair.
you hear, I don't know if you yell out, or maybe it's muffled because you're inside its head right
I
now.
definitely don't yell at him.
Yeah. So you guys, maybe Lois hears this, but you hear like a loud crunch, of
Sheesh.
of bone and flesh just crashing, and now the head twists around on top of Bob's body, and now it implants itself on on Bob's body, and it stands back up like this.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't see any of that happening. I just hear,
But-
Bob, are you okay?
Oh well, that's
The thing just starts reciting Bob's internal credo, which is never show pain, never show weakness, never ask for help.
You okay? Yeah.
That's right. We don't know it's toxic yet. Just like radiation, we don't know that masculinity is toxic yet.
I'm going to. I was gonna
It's supposed to be
say.
Bob's turn, but so now it's Lois.
Supposed
I am
to,
going
you know.
to basically tuck that spear under my arm and go to light a match. You kind of fish finish the tail end of that little candle out and
Y'all,
get a match lit to try and see what I can. I'm like, Bob, the monster fell down. It should be dead, right? Let me get some light in the room, and I'm trying to strike a match to light the candle, the little stubby
put
candle.
the camera shot in your mind, you guys. We're behind Lois, and she's like, Bob, wait, let me just flick, and then boom, the light up, and there's like, God, oh my God.
I was gonna say, as I strike the match, it's like it lights, and I see like Bob's body, and then that flash of the light, and I'm like, with the head on his body,
That's exactly what happened.
And he's only like 3 or 4 feet away from me.
That is nightmarish.
Yeah,
I cannot believe I got a 94 on that fucking strength check.
So you see what's left of Bob's body with now that head on its body, completely attached, and it's now looking straight at you. You're gonna have to make a sanity check.
I was gonna say, I got that match lit, and now my hand's shaking violently. I'm like, my eyes are the biggest saucers, and that is a, that's not bad. That's a 13.
Okay, I would like to pause real quick. She literally just saw one of her companions get his head zombie swapped for a wolf head, and she's gonna be cool. I opened a jar, saw an old brain, and lost my shit.
Well,
She didn't technically see it happen.
well,
I suppose.
the thing is, Alistair, if you would have failed that check, you would have just lost your character completely.
Okay, good to know.
You still have a chance.
He said in the dead end room in the tomb.
My question is, would I do that with like disadvantage since it is Bob, or is it like just a straight check? I'm gonna give you.
It should be just a straight.
It should be just a straight.
It should just be straight, Lois. Shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna die a horrific death.
It should be straight. If he was like a close friend or a close family member, maybe.
Yeah.
But he wasn't really a close person.
He's an employee. You don't know how he spends his weekends. Maybe he does this every weekend.
Well, as I strike the match and I see it's Bob, I'm like, "Oh, Bob, I'm so sorry." I quickly back away.
It's still.
I don't know if I like.
It's still
if I-
horrifying.
If I trip and fall as I try and back away quickly.
You still suffer 4 sanity damage, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're just like. You just saw like there's a wolf head on your friend, and now you're like, maybe the Earth is flat. I don't know.
So, backing up, I'm not looking behind me as I back away, so I don't know if there's something to check on that if I trip and fall or.
No, you're just
Anything
scrambling
else?
on the floor right now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of like, oh shit, and I back up against the wall really hard or something. Yeah.
Okay.
Got any
And the match goes out because I just can't muster enough to put it to the candle. So it's pitch black where I'm at again. I'm like, oh shit! You guys hear me scream, ah, Bob!
Bob looks at Lois' face and goes, "Ruh-roh, Raggy."
All right. I think we can go to Star now. So
fucking this up?
So
Sorry,
Star.
sorry.
So again, Star. You see Alistair take out a jar, but then he put it back, and now he's walking towards you. And his eyes are like kind of folded back, and he's spouting weird gibberish at you now.
Have you considered getting into? I'd like to talk to you about your car insurance or your car's extended warranty. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended
But
warranty.
I believe he was able to tell you what each chest was before he went crazy. So
yeah.
one was.
Okay.
One was
The brain, and this one
was
is
the
the
heart.
heart, and this is the lungs, and this one was the. Would you say the stomach and the?
Intestines?
Yeah. One was like the stomach and the lungs. One was the heart. One was the brain, and the other one was the limbs.
Oh, the limbs.
Yeah, like
apologies.
arms and legs, basically. Yeah.
And I know that he opened the brain one.
Yeah, because you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Brain! And then I put it back down, and now I'm just like walking towards you.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what is going on with you?
You should try Alpha Brain. Use my code at checkout. Just trying to think of like things one would say when one was joined a cult.
Yeah, he looks like, and I'm like, what the? You gotta turn around and destroy something. You just can't just be walking around like some kind of zombie. And I'll push him away from me, whatever that takes. Push him away.
In fairness, I'm not physically strong at all. You're probably much
go
better.
towards brains with my trowel.
Does that take an opposed roll to push him away?
It's going to be opposed, yeah. So it's going to be his
right.
strength against your strength.
I haven't rolled it yet. I don't know. I would just like, based on the law of irony, I'd like to apologize in advance. No, haha, no, 84. Weak as fuck am I.
I got a regular success.
Whew, there it is.
So you,
So this isn't even. You're just like, just get out of the way. Just the fucking get out of the way.
The fuck up.
Weak sauce. This little boy. Sorry, please go ahead, Helen. I'm being so.
All right, so continue, Star. What do you do?
I'm gonna take the trowel and I'm going to. The chest is open. I'm just gonna start stabbing the shit out of that brain. Whatever's in that chest, I'm just gonna freaking lose my crap on it because
you're not even looking at it. You're just stabbing it.
Yeah, whatever's in there, I don't care. My trowel is my weapon, and I'm just gonna go for the chest and just start destroying whatever's in it. It's old. It's it's fragile. I know this shit's fragile. I'm just gonna take my trowel and just start shoving.
Before Alan says anything, I just want to pause. You have made so many jokes this whole session about how all I have is a trowel, and I swear to God, if you kill this thing with a trowel, it's going to be amazing. I just want to I don't know if that's even possible, but I just think it's amazing. Go ahead. Whatever you say.
So, sorry, Star, I just want to know exactly what you're doing. Are you, because the jar, are you trying to hit the jar with the trowel?
Yeah, I'm just going to stab everything in that chest with this trowel. I'm going to try to break. I'm just...
What's in the chest is a jar that hasn't been opened yet.
Yeah.
Right, and I know that these artifacts are fragile and old. I know how delicate they are, and I know that my trowel, if I do it just right, I can just stab the shit right out of everything. I don't have to open anything. I don't have to look at anything. I know that it's going to... So, what do you want me to roll?
Do you have a damage for this trowel?
No.
Would you say it's similar to like a
You've been
pocket
saying
knife
trowel
or
this whole
something?
time, but I don't even know what a trowel is.
Tiny shovel.
It's like a
trowel,
little
like a
shovel.
little garden
shovel.
It's what I would use to move a little bit of dirt around if I'm digging and.
So
They are
what
made of metal.
Like
Yeah.
a pocket knife, maybe?
Like a
I have
knife
pocket knife on
Like
my
one of
sheet.
those
So
hard
that
So
Garden
that's gonna be
shovels
a-
with point.
So that's going to be a 1d4 damage.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna
like
do
a
1d4
like a
damage.
pocket knife, yeah.
All
We're
right,
about
so
to find the hit points on a jar.
what am I rolling?
You don't have to roll an attack; it's not moving, so you just roll damage.
Okay. I got a 4.
Okay.
You killed it! Bob's dead again.
So, you smash this brain, and again, all this when you hit it, you hear like a vibration again, and it starts but it goes silent. It hits the walls, and then it just comes back into you, and again you see like a flashback again. Sorry, not again. This is the first time for you. You see you see like a vague flashback of people doing the ceremony and stuff like that, but then you see the brain like splat, and you come back, and now Bob is no longer. He's just.
Or Alistair.
He just snaps out of it. Yeah.
I snap out of it?
No, it's not Bob.
Me,
Alistair.
Alistair.
Oh, Alistair snapped out. Oh, I snap out of having my head eaten?
Yeah.
Was your head actually eaten? Did he eat your
I
head?
think he ate my head and replaced it
Yeah,
with his own head.
Yeah, he ate
Oh,
Bob's head,
doubly
and then
fuck.
his head replaced his body.
Do you realize that your stomach is now processing your own head?
Yeah.
Shut up.
In 10 to 12 hours, you're going to shit your own head out.
Shut up.
But before the room goes completely silent, Star, you do still feel slight vibration still, and it's coming from one of the chests, and it's the chest that has the heart symbol.
Okay, well, do I have any more action or moves left?
Not now, but now since you did that, it is Alistair's turn.
Alistair's going to.
And I'm going to say, Alistair, take my trowel and get the heart.
Okay, I'm going to use my sword.
Or your sword. You have a sword. Don't use my trowel.
but I feel like it's going to be equivalent. Yeah, so I'm going to do the same thing basically. Okay. Except I get a D6 plus. Well, actually, I don't. It doesn't say for sword. I have for my cane. I get a 1d6 plus DB, which is 0, I guess, for me. So.
Well, which one do you want to use?
I don't have the numbers for the sword, but I'm assuming.
The sword is. Let me see my sheet right here. It's going to be 1d6.
Okay, well then I'll use the sword, which is the same as the cane anyway. So, rolling, got a 6. Holy cow! Now I'm rolling good.
Nice.
Okay.
So, describe how you hit this jar.
Utter chaos. So like you can feel like it's clear when my eyes roll back that like there's been some part of me submerged by the power of the brain that was just boiling to get out, and so in that moment when it snaps out, I'm just like, ah! And then I just like come at the thing, and I'm just like swinging crazy to smash every part of it that I can. So yeah.
All right. So you puncture the heart, and you feel it like it does its last beats.
Mm-hmm. I do when I feel that I just stab harder. It's just no pause, no delay, immediate stab.
But right before it does its final beat, you see the blood start rushing up the sword. You're gonna have to do a dodge.
Okay. Can I just let go of the sword?
You can just let go if you want.
Yeah. Rather than dodge, I'm just gonna stab, and then just like.
Okay. Yeah. So you stab, and the heart stops, and you see blood almost turn into like these weird tentacles for a second, and try to grab your hand, but then it misses, and then it just turns to dust. And we're gonna flash over to Lois. Did you say your light was on or off?
I would say, like, in the panic of backing up, having seen Bob like that, and granted, it did pass my sanity, like, I gave out, like, oh, Bob! And, like, poof out the match in my hand, so it would be dark.
That's so good.
And I'm trying to see from the angle we're at, there might be a sliver of light that I can see kind of, like, back and behind me, but, yeah, I can't see anything in front of me.
So you just feel a big thud hit the floor. And now it's.
I'll try and strike another match, though.
Yeah, it's your turn right now.
I'm just gonna.
We're still in initiative.
I back into that room that I know is right there.
Lois's turn. I'm not gonna save your initiative.
But I'm gonna go ahead and light another match and back into that room where I saw Alistair and Star go into.
Okay.
Because there is light there. I light the match and I'm like still panicked, backing away. That's really about all I got. Moving backwards into that room, away from Bob, and moving towards where Alistair and Star are.
Okay.
Star are.
So you're not going to confirm the thud?
No.
Okay.
I just heard it. I'm like, as far as I know, that's like Bob coming at me and bumping into something because it's so dark.
No, it's now
Like-
I fell over.
So as soon as you run, so you're going to run towards where Alistair and Star is, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. As you're running,
I'm like, oh my God, Bob, his head, he got eaten by the monster.
As you run towards them, you hear the sound in back you of a roar, like a dog roaring, and then all of a sudden it becomes quiet and disappears, and you are out of initiative.
Okay. with that, I'm just going to say this. I'm going to go into the room and like, look, I found these letters, and there's something in the bottom of this pouch as well. And I'll do that and let the others
And
go.
the big reveal, it's a stick of dynamite.
Sweet. All right.
Oh,
Too bad I'm out of matches. Anyone else got some matches?
I got matches. Do we get out? What?
Yes, at this point, if you guys want to use that stick to blow up the front door, you can.
Yes.
And
This is a ripoff.
Just one more round was all we needed, you Bob. You could have survived almost.
If I'd rolled 80 instead of 94.
I am going to
But if
get
it wasn't for Bob's efforts, you guys would not survive.
Yeah, you guys got out because of me. I hope you know that forever.
It was
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
because
no,
of
I'm
Bob.
gonna leave and get super drunk and get McMahon tattooed on my arm.
That's all I
Right.
My
have.
first tattoo ever.
That's all I
I'm
have.
going to be sure that your name is and your family, if we can track down any of your like immediate
Don't worry
family,
about
that
those
they will.
motherfuckers.
They'll be that's what I'm going to do. Try and reward them,
So I'm
but
gonna read
on
to
the
you-
way out, I'm going to grab as much shit as I can carry.
Well, and I'm definitely going to, because I'm not leaving this site. I mean, it's been fucking crazy, but this is my life. So I'm going to make sure that your name is in my work and my mentioned in my, because of the brave sacrifices of Bob McMahon, kind of shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to academia and never leave the classroom again.
And with that, we have the first survivors of Call of Cthulhu.
Archonia is.
Yeah, Archonia history. Up until this point, it was nothing but deaths. But
Yeah.
thanks
and-
to the efforts of Bob and the other investigators,
Yeah.
3 have survived.
And that actually does mean slightly more than you think it does, because there was a session played off camera that was a practice one, and we all died in that as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
thank
Oh
you,
wow.
thank you, Bob.
You 3 leave. Star, for your efforts, you are recognized, and you finally get that big break you always wanted, and you become heralded as one of the great archaeologists of history, actually. And
Nice.
Alistair, you are also recognized for your efforts. You get that tattoo, and people start calling you like crazy. They want you to help out with all the expeditions, like
Yeah.
everything. The people from Harvard, people from Miskatonic, everyone wants.
And I'm going to offer you a full-time position on my crew.
So I keep turning everyone down, and they think it's because I'm trying to keep the rates up, and it's because I'm absolutely terrified. I'm like, this has been my one experience of excavation, and I do not know how much of this was unusual for you.
And I'm going to continue, and I know what you went through, and I know that you're scared, so I'm going to continue to tell you, it's not always like that. I got your back. Come on. Think of the Rosetta Stone. You have to, we got
Send
this.
me photographs. Hangs up phone in England.
And you know what? I will do that. We can correspond by mail.
And Lois,
Low ass mail.
I almost want to say this is up to you what your character does, but I almost want to say this whole experience has made you afraid as hell to ever go back to the desert.
That's a what? I'm sorry, Alan.
I almost feel like this has made you afraid to ever do another expedition again. Like you've seen horrors beyond your comprehension.
Yeah, the thing with Bob is it haunts my dreams at night.
I have a sincere question for your character, Lois. You're a well-to-do lady of England, so I know you must have these. The question is, when you get home, do you keep your dogs?
They're like little corgis, like the queen eventually has, since we're still old enough to have a king. But yeah, I may be a little panicked, but the rest of my family's like, "What? They're just dogs. Everything's okay."
But they don't sleep in your room anymore.
Yeah, I keep the door closed at night and the windows, drawn and locked, and it may get warm in there, and I sweat at night because I just, yeah.
And with that was Valley of the Kings. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate
Thank you,
it.
Alan.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alan.
Sir.
Thank you.
Outstanding.
Well done.
And since you
Thanks for
survived,
trying to murder us.
keep those characters sheets because now you can actually take them to the next adventure.
Oh,
He's
hey.
like,
Okay, so if we do that, then we have to mark off what we used, and then we get a roll to advance our skills.
Yes. Yes. Mhm.
Oh
Perfect.
shit. Okay.
And you
So
have
any
a
skill that
video
you
to look back to
on.
see what you succeeded in.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
god.
sure we're all
okay.
going to be watching all the videos right away.
I was gonna say I can remember what I succeeded at
All
here.
65 hours of this movie.
So what you do on those little ticks on your sheet is you mark them if you succeeded,
Yes.
and then you roll. And this is opposite. So you roll the D100, and you want
Yes.
to be higher than your skill.
And then that gets
Feel it.
and that becomes your new level.
And, then you do a die. Is it a die 10?
Yeah, it's a D10, and whatever you roll.
And then you do D10, and then that raises your skill by that point.
Yeah, by that point you rolled. So if you roll a 5, that skill goes up by 5 points.
Yeah.
Right.
So it gets
But
harder.
you want to roll higher than your skill, not lower than your
So
skill.
it gets harder to increase your skill the more you increase it.
I am so happy you guys survived.
Yeah, it's really good. That was really
But
good.
anyway, we're gonna sign off here. Thank you so
Yeah,
much, guys.
we'll see everyone
Thank you.
tomorrow.
Thank you.
11 a.m.
Bye.
Pacific. We're starting up day 4 of ArchoniaFest with an interview with Carl from Carl Makes Stuff. And then we're moving
yes.
to Delta Green Prep with Alan.
Yes.
And I think Archonia Prep with me, or Hyper Tellurians Prep. I forget what the schedule says. I'm going to prep a game tomorrow. And I'll see you guys then.
All right.
Night. Yep.
Night. Have a
Nice.
good one.